Dancing to the theme tune on a Friday night. Alright, wonder how long it'll take the regular crowd to shuffle in. We will do some prep. I want to see how these guys do at night time. Smuggler's Cove, original Mai Tai. What do we got? Rum. Orange Curacao, really? That's, okay, that's being weird. Hello, Madam Butterfly and Home for the Elderly. Oh, the XP resets each stream, does it? Ah. There we go. So it's just trying to start a competition for each stream. Very interesting. Live chat. Right, okie dokie. That's all good. Okay. So, I think I'm just going to make one cocktail video tonight, and that's for the cocktail kit that I've got. And I want to get into some detail. So I might do that now before too many people get there. I was literally just looking up some people's idea of classic cocktails. Where have we got? Tony's cocktails, Mai Tai. Trader Vic's Mai Tai. There's rum, orange curacao, and lime juice, and orgeat. What's Difford's recipe? Rum, apple rum, orange curacao, lime juice, amaretto for them. Ooh, that's getting very fussy. So I'm using the apple liqueur instead of orange liqueur. Okay. Madam Butterfly, wide awake since 2. It's 5. Oh, God. Only step 2. Oh, but you don't have to work. Am I right? You're having a long weekend? There'd be a small saving grace of not being able to sleep if you don't have to go to work. All righty. Nice, long weekend, that's what's good. Okay, I'm going to set up, let me do this a little bit differently. We'll see how this works. Oh, wow, what I was going to, yeah, everyone does it with like crushed ice. Try to think, how do we do this? Crushed ice. Yeah, I am not doing I could have done crushed ice, but I'm not. Here's my tipple topper. Tipple topper. Dried lime wedges. Not wedges, wheels. What have we got? A nice big one, as the actress said to the bishop. Right. Man, this is really, the dried lime wheel, really a lot of aroma. Right, where's the mad monkey? Baked apple. Flora, okay. Okay. I should have scripted this, but, you know, me being me. That's nice. This and the modeler. Got the spoon. Right, got that. Want to get this tripod out. Okay. Put this here. Okay. I think I'm ready. Let me do this. I'm going to try and be chatty and personable. In other words, absolutely not my obnoxious self. See how that goes. How's the battery on the audio recorder? I fucking missed the entire audio recording on a recent one. Alright, that's good. Good in the hood. G'day, cocktail lovers. I'm going to make something, what's a bit special for me? It's something new. I signed up for this cocktail kit. It's not fully a subscription because you can choose month to month whether you want the ingredients. It was recommended by Steve the bartender, and I figured I could probably trust him or track him down if things went wrong. And I'm certainly at this early stage not disappointed. As I talk about this, I feel like I should say, this is not sponsored. I paid for this stuff. First thing I got when I signed up for it was a cocktail kit. It was a shaker, muddler, various strainers, mixing spoon, all those sorts of things. And in this sort of sleek anodized black coating, it looks very cool. I have to admit, for the cocktail videos, I'm going to continue to use my pint glass to put the ingredients in, just because I like the visuals of the ingredients splashing in there. But these look really flash. Maybe if I have people over for a party, that's when I get to use this, because they look pretty cool. After getting the initial kit, each month they say, hey, here's this month's cocktail pack, and it has a couple of bottles and other ingredients that you might need to make quite a lot of that cocktail, and you choose whether or not you want that pack. The first one that I've got this week, it's to make a version of a Mai Tai. They call the apple of Mai Tai, and if you know me at all, you know I love wordplay in cocktails, so you know I'm going to go for that. I got 2 bottles of booze in the kit from a distillery called Mad Monkey. So you could already tell this is not going to be a usual Mai Tai. There's a white quote-unquote rum. They don't even call it rum, they call it flora. They're a bit of experimenters, this lot. These are both rum-based. This is like a white rum, but it's been infused with botanicals like you would with gin. This one they call baked apple. It's very flavoursome because I have tried both of them. It's a liqueur, but they're both 42% ABV, so they're not being shy about this. The kit also had an Australian take on orgeat, which they've spelt A-U-G-A-A, orgeat. Puns again. And this is macadamia based, the Australian take on it. This is also good timing because I had homemade orgeat, which I had just used up, and I was looking for some concentrate to make some more. And this came in the mail, so I'm set. It also comes with recipe cards. Besides the straightforward recipe, it also gives you hints for the bottles here. The flora, as in, the white rum, they say it's also good in a fog cutter, a zombie, a clover club, or a gin basil smash. In other words, as I said, they're saying this is kind of a cross between rum and gin. And the apple one, they say goes well, of course, in the Mai Tai, a spiced apple dark and stormy, an apple sour, or a hot buttered rum. So I have lots of things to experiment with there. Okie dokie, let's do this one. Get this out of the way. The recipe also calls for some actual apples. It says first things, a couple of slices of Pink Lady apple. You don't have to have a Pink Lady, but it is one of my favorite apples anyway. So 2 little slices of that in my glass. We add to that a teaspoon of vanilla sugar. Little fun fact, with caster sugar in my cupboard, when I have some leftover like cinnamon sticks and vanilla bean pods from making syrups, I put them in the sugar and that flavor gently goes through the sugar. So this is not just vanilla sugar, it's vanilla and cinnamon sugar. Then we have to muddle that. Got to get some moisture coming out of that apple. Mixing in with the sugar. The suggestion then is to leave that for a little while, at least a minute or so, for that apple flavor to get into the sugar. So I'm going to leave it and I'm going to take the time to do a taste. I have already had a cheeky taste of this. I'm going to give you some tasting notes. Also, I think I want to do this right up against my audio recorder because this made the most awesome glug glug noise. How good is that sound? I love it when a bottle gives you some good glug glug. I have to make an ASMR cocktail video at one point. while the guide in this suggested this is somewhat akin to gin, this really grassy aromatic notes on this remind me of rum agricole. Yeah, you could convince me this had come from Jamaica rather than Adelaide. Put the lid on the sugar before you knock it over. A little bit more glug glug action. Now this baked apple one definitely does have an apple pie sort of aroma to it. And again, definitely sweeter than the other one. That is pretty good. I could really see that working in a hot drink. They said hot buttered rum. Also, just like a hot toddy, I think that would work really well. Well, I think the apple and sugar is enough. Going to shake the orgeat and make the cocktail. Okay, let's actually stop that. And stop that. Okay, we're going to do the close-up stuff. How's everyone doing over there in Chatland? Greg, hello. This is another, I don't know, take me another 5 to 10 minutes to do this. And then I'll just be sitting down and chatting. Where to put the recipe? Like 30 mils of everything. Oh my god, that sound is so good. Is this bottle just going to do that forever? It's awesome. And I will be keeping these bottles just for the glug glug factor. Lime juice. And there's 20 mils of orgeat. Oh my god, lumps. Actually, oh, that's probably fine, actually. I'll shake them up. Okay, that's all that. And okay, come that glass. Oh wow, I feel like I fucked that up. Oh shit, did I not record that? Motherfucker. Okay, if I have to do it again, I'll do it again. Not tonight. Oh god, I think I fucked up there. Okay, no, fuck it. I don't want that whole fucking lag. Oh my god. What a fucking palaver. I am going to want to fine strain this. Jesus, I almost fell over. And put these on. Just avoiding any dramas. Right, okay. Now let's do this. Gotta get a thumbnail now. Oh! Wait, where'd I put my phone? Jesus. Okay. Alrighty. Oh. Never fear. Smith is here. Alright. So I add to the apple and sugar 30 mils, 1 ounce of the Mad Monkey Flora, 30 mils, 1 ounce of the Mad Monkey, oh fucking shit. So I add to the apple and sugar 30 mils, 1 ounce of the Mad Monkey Flora, 30 mils or 1 ounce of the Mad Monkey Baked Apple, 30 mils of lime juice, then 20 mils, 2/3 of an ounce of orgeat. Add ice to the then add ice to the shaker. Shake it really hard for like 20 seconds because I really want all those various elements to mix in. And then I'm fine straining that into a rocks glass over a big chunk of ice. And for a garnish, I'm using a slice of dried lime. This is not a traditional way to serve a Mai Tai. Usually you do it with crushed ice and maybe with all manner of garnishes. Some apple fan on this, seeing it's so apple oriented, probably would have been good, but I'm just keeping it relatively simple, arguably wasting my sexy clear ice because this is not a clear drink. Now, the moment of truth, they've really gone out there and done something different. Is it good? This is good. Oh wow, the lime juice just really brings it up. This is actually very good. Traditional Mai Tai would have an orange liqueur in it. Obviously, gone for a completely different flavor profile here. It's a bit spicy, a bit apple. So it's just taking it in a different direction. I know some people can be purists about Mai Tais, but we're not calling this a Mai Tai. It's inspired by a Mai Tai. It's called the apple of Mai Tai. I tell you what, I think this is a real party pleaser, this drink. It's so bright and refreshing and with some interesting complex flavor notes under it. I love these bottles, just so different. And also, they do such good glug glug. I think I'll keep these bottles forever just for the shape and the noise they make and just refill them with other things. Although, mind you, it will be a long time before I get through these unless I make myself a Mai Tai every day for the next couple of weeks. Probably not something I'm going to do, but who knows? I am going to enjoy this. I hope you are enjoying yourself wherever you are, and do hope to see you again sometime soon. Until I do see you again, I'll say cheers. All right. Man, this is actually really good. This is really good. Yum. All right, now it's time to settle down and chat. Ah, here we go. What's everyone up to? Now I'm actually sitting down and hanging out. I got a bourbon today on clearance at Dan's. It's only about $50, and I saw this or something very similar to it advertised online for like stupid amounts of money, like $200. 45% ABV. Nice for cocktails. It's from a Michigan whiskey. What's this say? Gold medal. 2021 Ascot Awards. 91 points. Beverage Tasting Institute. Quote unquote, best bourbon not from Kentucky. White corn wheated bourbon whiskey. Distilling bourbon is classically American. No matter where you've been, where you're going, take a moment to appreciate the history of the bottle. There is a well of genuine spirit here. So there were 475 bottles in this batch. That's got a really long health warning on here. According to the Surgeon General, women should not drink alcoholic beverages during pregnancy because of the risk of birth defects. Consumption of alcoholic beverages impairs your ability to drive a car or operate machinery and may cause health problems. Yeah, just minor things like liver damage, cancer, other things. It's Freedom Day, America. I'm going to have some American bourbon later. In fact, I think for fun, I am going to do some comparisons between that and some Australian whiskies. Oh, yeah, okay, Stick. I've seen that advertised. That's an Apple show, isn't it? Is it? Is that an Apple show? Stick with Owen Wilson? Man, this is genuinely fucking good. Yum. Oh, I genuinely like the depth of flavor in that. Ooh, I'd love to try that apple stuff with some whiskey, actually. Do a version of an old fashioned. That is good. So, Sticky's about a washed up ex-celeb golfer who had a mental crash out. It's an Apple show. Spots a kid who's making him want to stop watching the show. It's like, oh God, Happy Gilmore. Oh goodness. Yeah, child actors can be fucking awful. Anyway, we shall see. Oh, I kind of get fucking paralyzed with what to watch sometimes. There's a million things I could watch. You know, I've been working my way through what do we call it? Shoresy, which is a spin-off of Letterkenny. Quite enjoying that. Mark Maron's in it. Nice. He's okay. Okay. So, yeah, it is Freedom Day. Let freedom ring. This is we're doing a marathon stream in aid of Wraize getting a green card. Some fireworks were legal when I was a kid, not when I was a teenager. And then basically the fireworks got less and less legal. Like the first things they made illegal were the things that went bang, which, you know, bummer because those are fun. And you could have the things that did fountains of sparkles. Then they got made illegal too. So like the only thing that was legal was sparklers. So yeah, I mean, people go, why did they make them illegal? Well, some idiots in my town, they decided they were going to break open a bunch of fireworks and get the gunpowder out. And they were going to make a pipe bomb. I don't know what they thought they were going to do with it, but it was a copper tube because copper will rupture in an explosion. It's not that strong. And there was like a threaded thing at the top. You know, they had a hole in it to put a fuse in. Anyway, so they've cracked open all these fireworks, poured it into the copper pipe, and they were screwing the top on. And what had apparently happened is they were a bit careless with pouring the gunpowder in, and there was gunpowder in the thread where they were screwing it on. And as this one guy's screwing it on, friction, metal on gunpowder, causes a spark, which ignites all the gunpowder in the pipe bomb. While he's holding it, blew apart most of his hands. I don't think he lost all of his fingers. I think just most of them. Scars to his face. I think he lost an eye, and the guy who was standing next to him got shrapnel wounds and burns. So the two of them got really fucked up. And yeah, I mean, anywhere there's a lot of fireworks, there's always freaking accidents where people get hurt or killed. Is that enough reason to ban them? A lot of people say yes. A lot of people say no. Who's to say? Is it just Darwinism killing off the stupid ones? Maybe. Yes, a little bit of water. Does me good. Jamo! Weird. I'm bringing up people in Dubbo. Greg Jamison there is one of my school buds. Came to Melbourne last year. Hang on. Yeah, you didn't blow any bits off. I didn't even know the guys who did it. I think they were from South High. But yeah, I don't personally know anyone who friggin' blew bits of their body off. Safa, well, I think I was pre-teen when it happened. I think it was probably 70s when it happened. But that was just a spectacular one. There's bound to be lots of other people who got burns and losing fingers is a big one. People who mess with explosives. losing fingers is an occupational hazard. So, yeah, I've seen that in a few movies where, bomb makers get identified because they got missing fingers. Okay, that Mai Tai variation was super good. Yes, you saw me in the 70s with my 70s hair. This is my latest clarified cocktails, blood orange, which is where it gets this nice color from. I have not had a proper taste of this. I am going to make a video for it, not tonight. Another time. Actually, look, maybe tonight. Depends what happens tonight. If it ever gets quiet tonight and I'm in any way sober, I might do it. But yes, look at it with the sexy clear eyes. It's looking good. Just like kind of pink from blood orange. Safa, I did not have a lava lamp growing up. I saw people with them. Lava lamps are hella cool. I like them. Interesting use for a lava lamp, I heard. You make a genuine random number generator. Because you can write a computer program. It's not even that complicated to generate numbers. And it's kind of sort of random, but kind of sort of not. Because the computer's actually generating it algorithmically. In real terms, no one would be able to game the computer as it calculated these numbers pseudo-randomly. But technically, it's not completely random. Someone used a lava lamp, because you get all those blobby shapes happening, and they are random and variable. And someone created a program that had a camera recording a lava lamp, and there was an algorithm that would measure the blobs and the change in the blobs and generate a number based on the shape of the blobs. And because those are completely random and constantly changing, this was a much truer random number generator. Lava lamps, is there anything they can't do? Oh God, there was speaking about people doing dumb shit. So the way lava lamps work is a glass thing. There's oil in there, and the colored stuff is some other. It's wax. Actually, I think it's like the clear stuff is oil, and the colored stuff is wax. Because if you leave the lava lamp there, the colored stuff goes solid, sits on the bottom, but the clear stuff's still liquid. So the clear stuff is oil, and the colored stuff is wax, and it sits on a base that usually has a light, like literally just a light, because your old school lights lose 80% of the energy through heat. They're actually not very efficient. So that's generating heat, but a controlled amount of heat, and it does that. I've heard this story more than once. Someone decides, I don't know what they think was going to happen, but they want to go super spectacular with their lava lamp, and they put the glass bit on a hot plate to see what it'll do. And what it does is it gets too fucking hot, and it's a contained system, and the overheating oil wants to expand, and the fucking lava lamp explodes, and the idiot who's watching it gets shredded by glass shrapnel and burned by boiling oil. They get really seriously injured. Darwinism. Madam Butterfly has a lava lamp? Yeah, oh yeah, no. That's what lava lamps were for looking at when you were high. Oh, man. So I've got to find myself a shaman and do some ayahuasca to get some enlightenment in my life, I think. That's actually pretty good. The passion fruit flavor of the Navy strength flavored gin really comes through. Yeah, that is pretty good. What's funny though, that's just pretty good. The last couple of clarified cocktails I've made are like among the best I've ever made. So one that's just good is like, that's good. It's good. It's not mind blowing like the other ones, but it's good. It's good. It's good. What's from South America? Oh, ayahuasca. I know that. Is that what I don't know what you're saying, Safa. Um, who created lava lamps first? Who knows? Can the internet tell us? Yes, I know. Ayahuasca is a South American thing. You get a shaman, and okay. Who invented lava lamps? That auto completed. Nice. Edward Craven Walker, invented in 1963 by British entrepreneur Edward Craven Walker, founder of a lighting company, Mathmoths. There you go. It was invented by an English entrepreneur. Man, what was that? 60 years ago. 62 years ago. Lava lamps are older than me. You know that was in my head, the whole thing of ayahuasca or mushrooms or whatever? It's because I feel like I need to take a break from just making my cocktail videos in a production line. I feel like I need to pause, think, recreate. What is something different? I want to personalize the videos. Like it's got my personality on it now. But I mean, one thing I think I definitely have to do is actually script the videos, because I just have ideas in my head and turn the camera on and ramble based on the ideas I've had. I think I actually need to script the videos, and I need to picture who I think is watching the video, like who I want to watch the video. Who am I making the video for? And I need to pitch what I say to that audience, because I'm just being very generalized, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think being generalized is fine. And I think I still will be generalized, but at least inside my noggin, I'll have a focus, I'll have an idea, and it'll be a thing I'll be working to. Oh, and I really wish I had a local collaborator that I could work with and bounce ideas off. Because doing this stuff in total isolation is a pain in the ass. Like, no production crew, no sort of co-writer, no producer, no director. It's limiting, and it's fine. YouTube, you do stuff with limits. But now, like, I'm fucking 3 months ahead on the videos, and I could even change the scheduling of the videos to be 6 months ahead instead of doing them every second day, which is what I do at the moment. I could just do 2 a week. I could do 1 short and 1 long a week. And then I'd have 6 months to work on new material. But I really need to have some focus time, I think. So, nice seeing your mum after she's been away. Safra, it's always been possible to monetize shorts. You just have to have like 1,000 hours or something. There's some ridiculous amount of watch time. But yes, they are changing stuff all the time. You're probably right. They probably did announce something this week because they're always changing shit. But you know, you never know. You never go. So, yeah, I might even spend a lot of time with you, the audience, tonight, talking about what sort of things I should do in the videos, what sort of personality I should present in the videos. Because, you know, the channel's called Angry Cocktails, and I rarely do anything angry. I don't really want to do the old school angry stuff. So I might change the channel name as well. That's up for grabs. Hello, Hannah, by the way. So if you love talking, my brother, well, this is all chat tonight. You had pineapple pizza. I had a different pasta bake. It was like it's like a chicken carbonara pasta. Again, I'd been in the supermarket, and this stuff was a huge thing. It's like 4 meals, but it was massively marked down. I went, fuck it, I'm doing it. And I added a truffle sauce to it and some more bacon, and then put some more cheese on it and baked it. It's pretty goddamn yummy, actually. But I'm going to be eating it all fucking weekend. I'm not going to be grandpa cocktails until one of my offspring has a kid and I'm actually a grandma. Oh no! And I had an emotional breakdown for dinner, aka sitting on the kitchen floor eating ice cream. Oh god! Speaking of ice cream, I went to the supermarket today. I mainly went to get my sourdough baguette for my breakfast, weekend breakfast. The sourdough baguette with bacon, and in the supermarket they had these Minecraft themed ice creams that have been around for a while. And now they're marking them way down, like it's $5 for a box of 4. I was like, yeah, I'm getting that. And it wasn't terrible. It's not great. But it's got like pop rocks in it. So Hannah, 6 hours backing up your phone because you got a new phone. You transferred the data to a new one, wouldn't do it without backing up. So you thought, back it up to be prepared. And you also transferred in 11 minutes, no backup. Wah, wah. Nice. Cornetto's 40% off. I'm literally always going to the supermarket. What desserts are marked down this week? And I'll just get the one that's 40 or 50% off. Oh, and okay. Now that one is actually pretty good. Look, I've got a whole bottle of this clarified cocktail. Doesn't that look good? Look at it. It's like, it's really clear. You can see through it. I can see through it. It's like a pink cocktail, very manly. Kick of plain vanilla ice cream. Oh god, do you know what I do with the plain vanilla ice cream? Coles, I'm not sure if Woolies has them too, but Coles has them, and they're often half price. And I grab someone in the half price. They're these little microwave puddings. Like you put them in the microwave for 30 seconds, and they have a sauce. They're like little cake with a sauce. It's like caramel or chocolate or whatevs. And yeah, you microwave it for 30 seconds and then put the upside down thing, and it's self-saucing. That on vanilla ice cream, friggin' awesome. You bought some sweetened condensed ice cream. Oh, Mocky Bites to put on. Oh my god. I've been really tempted to get those Mocky Bites, actually. Ooh, Safa being a sophisticate. Vanilla ice cream with maple syrup. I don't think I've ever done that. That sounds quite interesting. You've kind of hooked me with that one, bruv. Okay, what are we up? Coming up at 9 o'clock. And I've had my time. Which, okay, legit. That Mai Tai might be on the top 10 list. I think I'd have to revisit that at the end of the year because that was fucking young. I might have the apple with this bourbon to celebrate free. Look at the weird bit of wax sticking out. It's like a little beak. Be an apple pie bourbon old fashioned. Because what's more American than apple pie? Oh, yeah, Hannah. Hell yeah. Milo on ice cream, all-time classic. And yes, I also agree with you. I've not done Safa's suggestion of maple syrup, but I kind of want to now. Okay, here we go. Breaking the seal. All right. Don't think I've had whiskey from Michigan before. I've had whiskey from a few interesting American states. Kentucky, California, Texas, probably a few others. This is from Michigan. All right, you want the pop sound, Safa? First pop. Ooh. Ooh, this is really gentle aroma. Just really soft sort of brown sugar and cinnamon. Very soft aroma on this. Interesting. I will try it in a bit. You follow a Ukrainian on YouTube who lives in Michigan. I'm sure that is an interesting life for them. Moving from Ukraine to Michigan. That's only got a short neck, but I guess on the first pour, I'll get a glug glug. Oh. Actually, are we at that time where I want to do some comparative whiskey tastings? I think we are. Apple pie a la mode cocktail. So a la mode is with cream, isn't it? Is that with cream or ice cream? Oh, you know what I found in an Asian grocer near here? They had a liqueur, and I'm not sure what the base was, if it was sake or what, but they called it ice cream flavored. Like, so it was this milky, not hugely alcoholic, maybe 15% alcohol, milky thing. And they said it was ice cream flavored, and I tasted it, and bejesus, it was tasting like ice cream. Yeah, it means a scoop of ice cream. Technically, it means fashionable. So if we're doing apple pie a la mode, I mean, I could put a bit of ice cream in it and shake it, and the ice cream would melt. Like, don't put ice in the thing, actually put ice cream in the thing. I think like whiskey, apple liqueur, and ice cream, and shake it up. I mean, I can think of worse things to drink. I'll tell you that for free. Anyway, I'm going to do some whiskey comparisons. Hannah, you'd bogan it up? Oh, yeah. Honestly, yes. Just pour the apple liqueur on ice cream. The magic ice stuff made in booze flavors. But we could do that. Just mix the ice magic with booze, honestly. What was ABC Radio saying about us? Okay, I'm going to do whiskey tasting. I'm going to compare this bourbon to some Australian whiskies. I reckon I'm going to Nova, my old standby. Is there anything I want to use up? That's smoked. I don't want to do smoked. You know what? Fuck it. We're doing 23rd Street. Arbitrary choice time. Okay. Let's go. Oh no, let's go. Let's go crazy. Let's freak out. Okay, so Journeyman, Featherman, organic bourbon whiskey. All right, just because this is a fresh bottle, we'll see if we get some glug glug. A little bit. Nothing like the really dramatic glug glug from the Mad Monkey bottles. All right. Nova. I know from experience these new wide-neck Starwood bottles don't glug glug at all, which is mildly disappointing. And 23rd Street single malt, 46%. Whiskey taste, we have. Oh, I should have done a taste with the samples Charlie sent me. That's okay. We'll work on it. Oh, Dr. Abigail. Oh, is this your first time seeing the numbers? Yeah, YouTube introduced the thing just this week. This is the second stream where they've had it. And you get, it shows you in the chat if someone's first, second, or third, and it's super arbitrary. And then I see a thing with top fans. People get experience points for how much they comment on the stream. Currently, let's see, Safa's number 3, Hannah's number 2, Madam Butterfly is number 1, even though she hasn't commented for a while. Yes, Nova is a radio channel, which sucks. Radio channel that sucks. But they should do a cross-brush. Okay, so first taste of this new bourbon. Do the thing the guy at Bakery Hill said to do. Nice, Hannah. Selected by YouTube for your duck content. The lucky duck. Oh. I'm getting more aroma now. The Glencairn's doing its job. Oh, now it's like burnt brown sugar. It's like coffee. Burnt brown sugar and cinnamon. They do it with points on Twitch, but it's not a fight for dominance. That's quite nice. Ooh, that's got a real dark honey flavor. It's definitely got this burnt, not in a bad way, which I assume is from the barrel, the charred barrel. It's got a definite burnt quality. And you went to Cinema Nova. Okay. No, Pat's not here yet. He'll probably show up. Yeah, Pat's in Minecraft, murdering people. Gonna Hunger Games the chats, take out anyone who doesn't hit the top 3. That could be a thing. All right. That bourbon's actually pretty good. I'm going to make an apple pie old fashioned. All right, so Nova. Ooh, smells so nice. Oh, it's there's this sort of hint of leather in that. So honey. And just when leather smells really nice. Oh, that's so mellow. Oh my fucking God. Oh, that's lovely. Yeah, I agree, Dr. Abigail. I've watched Mickey 17. I really enjoyed it. I think it's almost certain Pat will see Superman when it's out. And he loved the YouTube introduced a way of encouraging engagements. Chat's going, ooh, numbers anyway. Oh yeah, good call, Safi. You reckon Superman should have come out in the US on the 4th of July? So next week here. And above, I go, sister visiting. Oh no, you need a drink to survive being around your sister. Oh, Ham for the Elderly Eye here. I remember you were saying you didn't like the end of Mickey 17. Oh, That 23rd Street is good too. Damn, I've got a soft spot for Nova though. Ooh. Okay, so I'm going to make a bourbon apple pie old fashioned. Going to use this one. First some sugar syrup. Alright. Maybe that's the way you are. So I gotta say lyrics right, or I have to say it from the order. It's warm ride, not all right. Okay, I've just got to come over here to do the glug glug. If this is still doing it, this does the best glug glug. How fucking good is that? Okay, baked apple. Now, all these little tasting samples. I'll just pour in there. And work out how much there is. Not so much. Look. And now the bourbon, because it's Freedom Day. Got to have some American apple pie, old fashioned. Cluck. Ooh, I spilled some. Aromatic bitters. I'm making such a fucking mess here. Okie dokie. Artichoke. I gotta clean up some of that shit. Okay. What do we got? Oh yes, Charlie says there was a twist ending in Mickey. I don't know. Okay. 4th of July, American apple pie, old fashioned. Oh my fucking god, that is really good. That is hella good. Okay, yes, we try not to do spoilers. So Charlie's messaging the... Just, oh my god. This is fucking awesome. To quote Macklemore. Holy shit, that's good. That is so fucking good. God damn. I am definitely going to have a mineral water after this. So after you finish the Acolyte, well, in a year or two, you'll get a second season of it, apparently. Even though they straight up said they weren't going to. Apparently, it's one of the most expensive things Disney had done. And then after a couple of months, they went, oh, yeah, actually, we changed our mind. We're going to do a second season of the Acolyte. Personally, I like the Acolyte because it had Jedi being dickholes. I hate the idea of Jedi being perfect and wise and doing the right thing all the time because that's absolute horseshit. So Jedi being dickholes, I'm here for it. Oh shit, that's so good. Oh motherfucker, that is some good shit. Man, I might that'd be worth doing for the cocktail channel. Yum fucking yum. Good stuff. Anyway, I think I'm going to also, on top of all the other random shit we talk about, I think I'm going to continue ruminating on what can I do with the cocktail channel. See, the idea is I started thinking about this seriously today, and I thought of doing more scene setting for the videos rather than just going, here's a video, this is what it tastes like, this is how you make it. Just go. The idea I had in my head was, why would you make this video? Like, and just say, like, if you're a beginner, what do you need to know about this cocktail? Like, why, as a beginner, would you make this cocktail? And then extrapolate out, like, and if you're not a beginner, if you're experienced, what's in this cocktail to entice you? Actually do scene setting and why would you make this cocktail, and then go into it. So far as I understand it, Jedi are space cops. Yeah. They even say in the prequels something about, I can't fight a war for you. Oh my god, that's so fucking yummy. I might even do more of that tonight. That is super. So that fucking apple of my Thai was very yummy. This Freedom Day American apple pie old fashioned is super fucking good. So Palpatine doesn't like space cops. Well, Palpatine's a fascist. The Jedi are space cops who like to pretend they're not fascists. Yes, Mace Windu said, I can't fight a war, then did engage in fighting a war. Yes. Yeah, again, Jedi, full of shit. What do they do? When things get tough, they fucking run and hide. When the old Republic collapsed and Palpatine took over, is like, oh, run and hide if you're not already. Abigail, discussion about Jedi showing how they're doing over Jedi. Okay, see, I feel like you've drunk the Jedi Kool-Aid, Dr. Abigail. Because what's the story of Jedi? It's the story of failure. They get overthrown repeatedly, and the fascists rise. But maybe that's just civilization for you. I don't know. So, yeah, I just like shit talking. I hate fiction where it's just like someone is, just good and someone else is just bad. And I mean, because we do get good people and bad people in our lives, but it's far too simplistic a world building thing. But also just having fun. On top of everything else, just having fun. Oh, it is true. Look, it's the Sith keep getting overthrown too. And the Sith run and hide as well. You're absolutely right, Dr. Abigail. When the Sith get defeated, they run and hide and try to come back from the shadows. And yes, no civilization lasts forever. But yeah, the whole thing of in the Star Wars universe, overthrow fascism only to have fascism rise again, kind of feels like our world. With the current, certainly the last decade or two, the resurgence of fascism all across the world has been incredibly unsettling and not something I really saw coming, honestly. Oh my God, that's so fucking good. Okay, the urge to just drink more alcohol is very strong, but I'd probably just lose consciousness if I did that. So let's mix shit up and have a mineral water. I am trying so hard to be good. So what are we? 9:10, and I've had 3 cocktails. I should definitely fucking calm down. Look, again, people, and I don't know why people want to argue these points and whatnot. People could argue whether or not Putin's fascist. He's a totalitarian. You know what? And intellectual arguments about what sort of totalitarian oppressor various people are. I don't know. I don't have a lot of time for it, but you could shorthand it and just say Putin's a fascist. He's a totalitarian dictator. He's definitely that. And both I attempt to drink some of your fun juice at 6 a.m. See, that stuff's not legal here. Oh, actually, I saw a fucking dispensary. Well, not my immediate neighborhood, one suburb away. And I was just going to go to it, like, ow, I have pain. Do you have something that can help with pain? Get some legal prescription cannabinoids. It's just when they describe the medicinal cannabis to me, it's like, oh, would it help pain? Yeah, maybe. Go, would it make me trip balls too? Because apparently Australia has reached that stage where the medicinal marijuana has become a joke, and it's just become a production line to get things. And the US went through that. Medicinal marijuana was legalized, and then it just became a joke that there were just like medical officers whose sole job was to fucking hand out marijuana, and so they ended up legalizing it. Well, they were. I'd need to look it up, but there was some proper research being done in Victoria, because it didn't make sense to say medicinal marijuana users just blanket can't drive. There had to be an impairment measurement, and they're working on it, I think. Oh yeah, it got out of control in Thailand, so definitely. Oh, is it the 40th anniversary of Back to the Future? Holy crap. No wonder I was seeing articles about Back to the Future online. The one point, this one article I read, they made one really good point. It was like, so it was in the 80s, and Marty traveled back to the 50s, and the world was radically different. If you did this now, someone traveled back 30 years to when their parents were in high school. That's just the 90s. The world is not that different. Like, sure, the internet is a fringe thing and they don't have smartphones. But in the broad palette of thing, the 90s is not that different to now. So there'd be no culture shock sort of thing. What are you going to do instead of introduce rock and roll? You're going to introduce dubstep? I don't know. What are you going to do? Home for the elderly. Oh, actually, that's a good point. Home for the elderly. For a screen-age teenager, going back to the 90s where you didn't have that screen connector. No, okay. Home for the elderly. Beg to differ. As someone who was an adult in the 80s, when I wasn't 40, but the 50s was just so radically different to the 80s. In comparison, the 90s is so similar to now. I think you raised a good point. A screen-age teenager would feel a very significant disconnect in the 90s, but culturally, the 50s were a million miles from the 80s. But culturally, the 90s is not that different to now. Technology is different, but culturally, that It's the same as, okay, so like when I was a hipster in the fucking 80s, I would mock 60s bands who were doing reunion tours. You know, their heyday was 20 years previously, and they were doing reunion tours, and I would shit talk them. Now, bands I liked in the 80s are releasing new music and doing tours. That's 40 fucking years. But music today is more similar to 80s music than 80s music was to 60s music. And there were some very definite influences on 80s music from 60s music. But yeah, if you did go back 40 years from the 80s, you're in the 1940s, you're pre rock and roll. What's the music? It's like jazz and whatnot. So the differences between decades now is much less than it was in the past. And I just feel confident asserting that as an old person. Madam Butterfly, you're an 80s baby. I was an 80s adult. By the end of the 80s, I should specify. I was not an adult in 1980. By 1990, I was an adult. So I guess I was a teenager in the 80s and into my 20s. Safa, news just in that I don't give a shit about. Usher cancelled his Australian tour. Oh yeah, Kanye West was banned from entering Australia because of his Heil Hitler song. Yes, you're a 90s baby, Safa. I'm a fucking 60s baby. And a 70s kid. And an 80s adult. And fucking 2020s pensioner. I feel you're a 70s baby, so it's a 90s baby, yeah? It's, you know, we can talk across generations, I think. Yeah, Safa, I imagine my life and your mum's life were very different. She's behind her own curtain. Yes, Calzo, big glass of. I am, dude, you have arrived while I'm being responsible. Had 3 cocktails in the first hour. It's mineral water time. I gotta pace myself so I don't just like friggin' lose consciousness. I swear, the last cocktail I made was so yummy. I really wanted to do it again. It was like, okay, 3 cocktails in the first hour. Time to drink some friggin' mineral water before I just fucking lose consciousness. So yeah, I'm being good. Nah, Safa, people in Australia didn't freak out about communism. That's an American thing. Like I didn't get into politics until I was at college. Like no one at Dubbo even fucking talked politics really. Just redneck shit. And then I was more an anarchist than a friggin'. I was certainly never a communist. More an anarchist than anything else. Oh, Madam Butterfly, what a line. 80s baby, 90s child, millennium teen, now a miserable almost 40. Oh, dear. Oh, yeah, no, Safra, I imagine the changes in the 90s in Russia was wild. Just incredible. It's like if someone fucking liberated North Korea. Could you imagine what the ordinary people would feel in North Korea if they released from the propaganda and they saw other viewpoints? How fucking wild would that be? Oh yeah, no, the oligarchy in the US, and this is, you read the history post World War II, where all these people decided America should run the world, and they were paranoid about socialism, and so they repeatedly overthrew democratically elected socialist governments, notably in South America, but not limited to South America. Just some real extreme fuckery from the US. Safa, do you remember the USSR collapsing? Yeah, it was pretty big. 91, how old was I? Like 25? Like the Berlin Wall coming down, that was huge. I had a girlfriend who had a piece of the Berlin Wall, actually. She had actually been in Europe, and she had this little fragment of the Berlin Wall, which obviously could have been bullshit because it was just a little bit of concrete with paint on it. But I had no reason to think she was lying. Yep, the whole Berlin Wall thing was fucking wild. Like I remember Reagan saying, "Mr. Gorbachev, tear down that wall." And I was like, "Oh, shut the fuck up, dude. He doesn't have that level of control. You can't do that." And within a couple of years, the Berlin Wall came down. I was like, "Oh, god damn it." No, my girlfriend who had a piece of the Berlin Wall was actually English, but she was living in Australia, obviously. In 1991, you were 5. Nice, good times. Good times. Wild and crazy stuff. Yes, guessing Madame Butterfly doesn't remember the Berlin Wall coming down. That is Vegas. Holy shit, I was so tempted to get more of those twisties that turn your tongue blue that I had on the stream last Friday, because it's in like it's like a Woolies I don't usually go to. Like, oh, they've still got the blue, turn your tongue blue twisties. I'm very tempted to have some for the stream, but I resisted because I'm gonna try and be good. You're not seeing a correlation, Safa. You're seeing a pattern of my serious relationships. Let's see. Born in England, born in Australia, born in Australia, born in the Philippines, born in South Africa, born in England, and then various flings with people who were born in Australia. So yes, I've been a little bit global with my relations, I guess. Ugh. So yeah, it's a whole thing. Happy Valley first date in 1991. Nice. I never had proper dates. Like I never got serious with anyone till I was at uni, and then it wasn't really dating. It was just meeting people. You went to see Regarding Henry. Nice. Harrison Ford. Yes, as I've notoriously said so many times, I feel like the only early date I went on that was a movie thing was, taking Mrs. Angry to see Hotel Rwanda. Jesus, fuck. That is not a date movie, by the by. Movie about the Rwandan genocide? Not a date movie. But somehow I survived it. I feel that you did a double date. Trying to make a joke about the frigid test. Lost your shit, started vomiting fat around you. Oh no! That sounds like a less than successful date. Yourself to use my charismatic skills. See, I very rarely dated. Like, at uni, you're not dating, you're just in the same place as someone. And then my first serious girlfriend after uni was just introduced by friends, so that wasn't really dating. And then I was meeting people through the internet. So that was kind of sort of dating. Oh, home for the elderly, yes. Shooting Fanta out your nose on your date? Traumatic. That is definitely a traumatic scene right there. Oh my God. Oh. I think, have I done something like that? I was worried about like burping or farting on a date, really. You destroyed your favorite Nike shirt by shooting Fanta out your nose. My God. And behind 91, eating glue. Fun games. Fun and games. That's what I'm talking about. Anyway, home for the elderly. Anyway, where we that's like a lead into changing the subjects. Fanta, yeah, artificial colors. Hell of a thing. Hell of a thing. Okay. That's that mineral. Oh no, it's not. Jesus Christ, there's still more mineral water in the can. I thought that was it. Okay, I'm still going to drink more mineral water because I'm being a good boy. Which is to say, I'm trying to distract from being a bad boy. Like, honestly, 3 cocktails in an hour is a bit woof. That's a bit woof. Like, date night, I try to spread like 3 cocktails over 2 hours. The other one is bonus drinks. Like, I thought the can was empty. It's like, no, there's more in the can. Nice. Yeah, little bonus. Little bonus there. So I'm kind of preoccupied at the moment with the idea of what can I do with the cocktail channel. I'm like 93, kissing boys in the classroom. Wait until the teacher left. Oh my God, you're a wild child. Madam Butterfly, out of control. I love it. But talking about me, cocktail channel. I've like I was mentioning earlier, I have done different things. I've done some very different things. I played multiple characters. I feel like I should re-edit the multiple character videos and put them on TikTok and see how they go. Because maybe they'd find an audience on TikTok. And if they do, I'd start doing them again. And of course, I save them all. They're all on a hard drive. So I just need to get the files off. And because they're widescreen, because I made them for YouTube. So I just have to re-edit them in the vertical format. And technically, you don't have to do them in the vertical format for TikTok, but I think it works better if they are in vertical format. Maybe I'll do a bit of that this weekend. Dredge out the old, because I did these cartoony style ones where I was playing multiple characters. I'll do them on TikTok, and then maybe I'll fucking repost them as shorts on YouTube as well. Why the fuck not? Man, both I always say we're doing 9 and 10. Oh, you're such a wild child, Madam Butterfly. I fucking love it. Yeah, home for the elderly. I think actually, you know what? I think you're right. I should be making stuff because I've just done all this shit and I'm months ahead. I should do stuff like what's the zeitgeist? What are people talking about now? And it's like, because what will they be searching on? I should definitely do that. Ooh, I love it. You're coming out with great. I've actually done that before. Cocktails with cheap ingredients versus top shelf. A classic is an old fashioned because an old fashioned usually tastes better with a better quality whiskey. But mind you, a couple of years ago, 3-4 years ago, I did one. I got a Christmas gift pack in the post Christmas sales. It was Jack Daniels. There was 4 or 5 different sorts of Jack Daniels, little sample bottles in a gift box, and I made an old fashioned with these different versions, like Gentleman Jack, which is the upmarket one, bog standard Jack Daniels, and another one which is a bit special. And then I blind tasted them, and I actually preferred the one that was the bog standard Jack Daniels. So, like, there you go. I've got gutter tastes. What can I say? Ooh, home for the elderly, outdoor cocktails, beach, park, barbecue. Fuck yeah. Also, I want to win lotto and get a nice house that has a rooftop thing and set up a rooftop bar and do that. And that should be fun. These are fucking killer ideas, home for the elderly. These are, outdoor ones. Yeah, I mean, ChatGPT is actually shit at cocktail recipes, but you're right. It's a fun thing. People are searching on it. Are ChatGPT cocktails any good? Yeah, well, maybe I should just be fucking consulting with you, Homefield. You have great ideas. But I definitely want to put more thought into it. And yeah, I think I definitely need to script the videos and just probably release fewer videos and take a bit more time. Yeah, I really need to think in the way, why would someone watch my video? What can I do that is something people would want? And it's not necessarily totally unique, but zing. Thank you, Home Fidelity, by the way, off the go. Okay, when I say scripted, I would definitely freeform a bit, but I think it would be more focused if before setting the camera off and started talking, I wrote out a whole script. I don't think I need to then follow that script word for word, but it's just like really think about it. Go, yeah, you've got to say this, you've got to say this, you've got to say this, you've got to say this. This is what you're going. Because I literally just think of a couple key before I make a video. I think of a couple key points and go, yeah, remember to say that, remember, and then. And okay, this is just a little thing, and I don't know that anyone notices it, but in a lot of my videos, I'm looking off like this because I'm talking to the camera, and then I'm like, what did I want to say? And I literally, when you think, you tend to look up and away like that. It's like, oh yeah, and I want to have less of that. I want to just be going down the barrel more. Clear ice fed, cut the ice with a knife. Hit the carver thingy on the other knife. The ice split. Fucking joy. Oh, yeah, I am actually making more ice this weekend. And I love that. When it works, you do the knife and score the ice and then tunk. Oh yeah, I do the smile deliberately. That is a deliberate thing. When I'm like, okay, all they've got to see is the bottom half of my face. I've got to smile like, yeah, I'm making a cocktail. Cocktails are fun. So I make a point of smiling when I do that for the slow-mo. every now and then I rewatch one of my old ones, like a 3, 4, 5-year-old video. And I'm like, oh, that's interesting what I was doing there. And I look at stuff and go, I think I'm doing better now. And then I'll see a thing and I'll go, oh, maybe I should do that again. But both like getting laid up on barbecue and booze. Younger nephews watching get grass on fire. Oh my god. Sounds like you're gonna have a wild 4th of July, Madam Butterfly. Ooh, what the fuck? Oh shit. My screen just went black for a second. Did that happen to anyone else? What the fuck was that? That was trippy. Am I still here? Are people still seeing me? Damn, Daniel. What do we got going on? Who's that in the Criterion closet? Gina Gershon. Neat. What channel am I looking at? Okay, that's Angry Cocktails. Subscriptions. What's in my subscriptions? Star Trekking Across the Universe. Oh, Grace Helbig did not die from cancer. That's a plus. What's on Angry Cocktails? Videos. What are the oldest videos on my channel? There are only 4 cocktails. I need to revisit that idea. Oh god, when I'm looking at these ones, just doing shit in the kitchen with my fucked up blind behind me. I didn't even have I did not even have the fairy lights as a distraction. How long did it take me to get fairy lights? I'm just running through it. So many videos with such a shit background behind me. Oh my god, so many. I think like for a year. Oh, okay, I finally got fairy lights. Okay, when did I... It's for St. Patrick's Day 4 years ago. March 2021. So I was doing videos for a whole year with this really shit thing. Then I got fairy lights. Four years ago. Sorry, I should share my screen actually so you can see this. Good food with cooking with cocktails. Nice. I should show you what I'm looking at because it's ridiculous. I'm not showing you. So I'm going through my old videos. Okay, so yeah, it took me a year to do a distraction. From my shitty background to finally put some fairy lights in. So yeah, this St. Patrick's Day one, that's from 4 years ago. So okay, so now I've got some fairy lights. Look at that, my clear ice video, 11,000 views. I think that's my most popular video on the Cocktail channel. So then I think I've got lots of fairy lights behind me. So yeah, oh, Bad Decision Juice with Charlie. That was 4 years ago. Damn. Vodka is bullshit videos. We were in 3 years ago. Honestly, when I experimented with the cartoony things. There we go. Now I'm doing a cartoony thing 3 years ago. I experimented with that for a while. What's the date on this? This is 2022. Okay. Oh no, it's fucking fucked me again. Oldest. Okay, so it was 3 years ago I was doing the cartoony ones where I played multiple characters. You scroll through all these things. Moonshine Mai Tai. See all these things. Yeah, I'm doing the cartoony ones about 3 years. How long did I keep doing them for till I decided it wasn't really working? Then I did the sports one. So I changed it again, where I was doing the split screen thing with two of me. There he is, Sour Mix. 2 years ago I was doing that. Okay, so I kind of gave. When did I give up on that? It wasn't making headway. Okay, fucking why? This is 2 years ago, 2022. So it's actually coming up on October 2022. Okay, how long is this? 4 minutes. You know what? I'm going to play it. This is what I was doing 3 years ago. And this was a little bit difficult to do. Thanks, Greg. That's an interesting tip, actually. I literally have my own cocktail called the Shut the Fuck Up. I have that. Aussie cocktails. But look, let's look at this thing that I was doing 3 years ago. Yep, okay. Let's have a look at this.
G'day cocktail lovers and welcome to the Cocktail Zone, where we bring you all the excitement of big league cocktails. I'm your host, Chuck Carrots. With me as always is my co-host, Archbishop.
Thanks, Chuck. And today, Mr. Angry has promised a bloody interesting riff on a classic.
Well, there's always lots of room to improvise, so, let's see what's happening. What do you got for us, Mr. Angry?
Well, Chuck and Arch, the 20th century cocktail is one that's riffed on a lot. It does originate in the early 20th century, but it's actually named after an express train that ran between New York and Chicago. Now, the various riffs tend to take the name of some other century, and they do tend to follow the formula. Some type of spirit, creme de cacao, some type of aromatized wine, and citrus. The original used gin and lillet blanc, and that's close to what I'm doing, except I'm going to be using the red versions of some of the ingredients.
Ah, I see where you're going with a bloody reference.
Yeah, it's a very bloody Australian thing to do.
More than you might realise, the gin I'm going to be using is from the Four Pillars distillery. It's called their Bloody Shiraz gin. Fun story, they were trying to break into the overseas markets and they had trouble with the US regulators, and they decided to look into why is the FDA holding it up. And when they asked, the FDA asked them, okay, what sort of blood are you using, and at what stage of distilling does blood come into it? They had to explain with the Australian sense of humour.
Well, at least you can get 4 pillars gin around the world now.
And they've been winning a lot of awards in global competitions.
They sure have, because they make great gins. This one starts off as their dry gin. They steep it in Shiraz grapes that are grown in the area near their distillery. Now, you get a nice touch of sweetness from the grapes. It goes really well with the gin. And I know this is actually becoming more common around the world. Different gin distillers incorporating grape into some of their gins. In this case, we're using 4 pillars of Bloody Shiraz gin, and we will be adding 1.5 ounces or 45 mils to our shaker. Next comes the creme de cacao. We're using white creme de cacao, and we're going to add about 3/4 of an ounce or around 22.5 mils to our shaker. Now for our next red ingredient. The original recipe said to use Lillet Blanc. A wine that a lot of people use as a substitute is Coqui Americano. This is actually the version of that that's made with red wine grapes, Coqui Rosa. And I'm going to be using this today, and about 3/4 of an ounce, 22.5 mils again, going into our shaker. The final touch is lemon juice, and I'm going to add 1/2 ounce or 15 mils of lemon juice to our shaker, and we're ready to go. We add ice to our shaker, put it together, bang it in hard, give that a good solid shake for about 10 or 15 seconds. We strain that into a chilled glass, and there is your bloody 20th century.
Well, it certainly looks good.
Oh, it tastes great too. I thought the creme de cacao might make it a bit too sweet. There's a good balance.
I feel like this is another drink that can help ease someone into gin if they haven't found a gin drink they like.
Yeah, I mean, it's very approachable. Are we going with a bloody 20th century as a name? I feel like 20th bloody century flows better.
Maybe just the bloody century. There was certainly enough war in the 20th century to justify the name.
Yeah, although now I feel we'll have historians on our back saying what was really the bloodiest century.
Well, look, I'm happy for them to claim whatever century they like as the bloodiest. I mean, that's just a bloody good drink. And as a successful experiment, which fits into our motto, life's too short to waste time on boring cocktails. Cheers!
So that was what I was doing 2-3 years ago. And I think I did that for, I don't know, at least 6 months. 6 months to a year, that sort of thing. And it's slightly hard work to do that. And I don't know, I wasn't really paying off with the audience. I thought, okay, I've done it for 6 months or more. Yeah. So the work was, I clearly had to script those videos. And then I had to record each of the 3 spoken bits separately against a green screen. And then I had to practice with the editing with overlays and whatnot to get them all talking to one another. Yeah, Greg, that was 2 or 3 years ago I was doing that. Safa, in other news. Oh, okay. Sorry, you had so many typos in that one comment, Safa. Yes, the actor who played Admiral Pitt died. And Safa, yes, that was definitely my theatre degree, getting a bit of a workout there, playing all those characters. It was kind of fun doing that. I should do one of the other ones. Because there was one other style of video I did in that like cartoony style, and I only played 2 characters. I played the bartender and the customer. Whereas in those ones where I was trying, I don't know if anyone missed it, but that was very clearly influenced by Roy and HG, like making it like a sports thing. Oh, it's this one. Look. This is the other one I did. Oh, were you thinking footy show? Yeah, same sort of thing, really. Home for the other day. You did multi-U in a shot but no background. Kept the camera locked down. Yeah. There's a reasonable amount of work in doing that, particularly in the editing, and doing it yourself is a fucking drama, quite honestly. But look, okay, here's another. It's only about 4 minutes. But this was the other multi. Trevor the bartender on the footy show. Okay, I never watched the footy show, so I don't know that. So where are we? Did this. I was doing this for a while. Exterior shot, there's Angry's bar.
G'day, cocktail lover. What can I get for you? Well, I suppose a porn star martini is still out of the question. One made with vodka as the base spirit is out of the question. Yes. Why won't you give me what I want? For the same reason, I wouldn't let a toddler eat dog food if they said that's what they wanted. It's a bad idea. You don't know any better, so I have to make the right decision for you. That isn't fair. That's exactly what a toddler would say. But I want one. Still, with the toddler reactions. You're not going to let me win, are you? I'm here to lead you to the right decision. Do you mean it literally? You mean literally any spirit apart from vodka is better in a cocktail? Any quality spirit, yes. And you shouldn't be afraid to try bold choices either. Well, like what? For instance, today is Margarita Day, and you wouldn't necessarily think I can put tequila in a porn star old fashioned. But look at the profiles. Your margarita goes tequila, orange liqueur, lime juice, sugar. The porn star martini is vodka, passion fruit liqueur, lime juice, and sugar. There's hardly any difference. It's really just the fruit flavor that's different. So I say, let's go for it. But tequila? Really? Tequila has a bad reputation, largely because of the number of stupid teenagers who get blind drunk on it and throw up everywhere and say it's tequila's fault. It isn't tequila's fault. Were you there at my 18th birthday party? Ooh, wouldn't it be weird if I was? Ugh, too weird. Let's go with our tequila-based porn star martini. I'm going to call it Margarita the Porn Star. And I'm not going to take the easy way out and use a light silver tequila either. I'm going to use this quality reposado that has a nice flavor to it because we actually want it to be different to a vodka-based porn star martini. I'm not trying to sneak something in. I'm trying to show more flavor is actually better. So we're going to start with 1.5 ounces or 45 mils of tequila. The rest of the recipe is going to be largely the traditional porn star martini style, although there's a lot of variation in how people do it. What we are doing now is adding 1/2 ounce or 15 mils of some passion fruit liqueur. To make sure this is nice and tart and fruity, we're also going to add 15 mils or 1/2 ounce of passion fruit juice to our shaker. Next, the common element between the two, we're going to add 1/2 ounce or 15 mils of fresh lime juice. Finally, with the sugar element. For a margarita, you would usually use an agave nectar. For a porn star martini, you would usually use a vanilla sugar syrup. And because I'm trying to actually show you that we're substituting a good ingredient for a porn star martini, I'll actually stick with the vanilla notes. We'll put in 1/2 ounce, 15 mils of vanilla sugar syrup. That's all the ingredients. So we add ice to our shaker, put it together, bang it in hard, and we'll shake that for 10 to 15 seconds. We strain that into a chilled cocktail glass, and there is your Margarita the Porn Star. Oh, okay, you win again. It's better. It isn't like the same. That actually, yes, I get what you mean now. The character of the tequila comes through, and I'm actually getting some development in the drink as I drink. Okay, it's better. Okay, I don't know why I keep arguing. It's better. I told you, literally any quality spirit improves a traditionally vodka-based cocktail. So is this a completely original drink by you? Well, it's hardly an original concept. I'm sure someone's done something similar, but that spec and name I just came up with now. Oh, it might be interesting to see if anyone else has called it Margarita the Porn Star. I'll do a quick search and no, exactly what you should expect to find searching on that. Oof. So many porn stars called Margarita. Oh, there's little Jamie Oliver in the middle. I assume he's actually making a porn star martini. I'll open. No, he's actually doing porn too. He's doing porn. I did not know that was a thing. Jamie Oliver kitchen porn. Literally. Now I just want to go back to a time when I didn't know that was a thing.
So that last joke about Jamie Oliver doing porn, literally, because I literally did a Google search on Margarita the porn star, and there was Jamie Oliver making a porn star martini at one point. So I just decided to go, there's like porn, Jamie Oliver. So I decided to make a joke about Jamie Oliver doing porn. I watched those back. They're good. I am definitely this weekend's project. Because I'll have them on a hard drive somewhere. I am going to edit some of those for TikTok and start posting them on TikTok and see what happens. And maybe even do, because you can do shorts up to 3 minutes on YouTube now. I think I need to look that up. But anyway, I think I'm definitely going to edit them into vertical format and put them on TikTok. Because I can. Yeah, no. We're doing a bit of Mary Sue stuff there, yeah. Yeah, it's really funny. I stopped doing those because they were a fair bit of work to do, and they weren't really generating actually. And I stuck with them for like 6 months to a year. It was like, okay, that's fucking enough work. But I'm definitely going to spend a bit of time editing this weekend and then posting them to TikTok and see if I get anywhere with them. I don't know. I'm just willing to experiment, essentially. You know what? I think I need to take a break. What are we? Coming up to 10 o'clock. I think I need to take a pee break, having drunk a whole fucking can of mineral water. I think I might go out and get a different flavor for next time. But, okay. I need to put something else on while I go out. Maybe one more of those ones, one of the cartoony ones. Okay, I'm gonna roll through the cartoony ones again and see if there's one I remember that I think is good. And maybe post that. Okay, I'm going through all of these, see which one has a lot of views. All right, I should show you what I'm looking at again, actually, because it's kind of weird. Yes, if I do one more, and I'll have it on while I'm doing a pee break. So, videos I'm looking at. See one that's got a lot of views, arbitrarily 100, 180. Jesus, I've just been getting shit views forever. I love it. I made a porn star martini with whiskey and called it porn star with a mustache. I did do a lot of experimental things. Daiquiri. Jesus, okay. I thought I was still getting shit beers, all these things. New cell mix. Ooh, a little ad for Australian whiskies. Okay, that's apparently where I gave up doing them. Okay, we'll go back. Ooh, Death and Taxes. Is that a cartoony one? Okay. So I think I really liked this one. It's 4 minutes. That's enough time for me to have a toilet break, I think. Star Trekking across the universe. Wait, we'll do full screen.
G'day, cocktail lovers, and welcome to the Cocktail Dough.
Your home for all the excitement of big league cocktail making.
I'm your host, Chuck Carrot. With me, as always, is my co-host, Archbishop.
Thanks, Chuck. Today, Mr. Angry has promised us a modern classic that's become one of his favourites since he discovered it.
Well, that's quite a big build-up. What do you have for us today, Mr. Angry?
Hi, fellas. I hope you're ready for some double fisting.
Ooh, I didn't know this was for the OnlyFans channel.
Well, I need a bit more time to consider this so I can make an informed choice.
Don't worry too much. What I mean is, I'm going to give you 2 cocktails to compare, so you'll need to use both hands. There'll be the standard version of the cocktail and a barrel-aged version.
Oh, the return of the barrel. What do you say to that, Arch?
Well, I'm relieved, Chuck. If I'm being totally honest, maybe a little disappointed.
This cocktail is called Death and Taxes. Once or twice a year, I tend to discover a cocktail that's new to me, and it goes on my favourite list straight away. Last year was the Woodson and Ford. This year, it's the Death and Taxes. This was created in 2011 by Michael Madrusin when he was working at the Milk and Honey Bar in New York City, but it was made really popular and famous at his own bar here in Melbourne, the Everly. This is essentially a Manhattan riff that splits the elements of a traditional Manhattan. And I'm a fan of a Manhattan, but I like this cocktail even more. This cocktail starts with whiskey, like a Manhattan. You can go with a whiskey of your choice. I've seen both Scotch whiskies and rye whiskies recommended for use in this. I did, let's say, a lot of experimentation to get it how I liked it. And what I found is bolder flavored whiskies work better in this. So you do you. If you were doing a single shot of this cocktail, the recipe would be 1 ounce or 30 mils of whiskey, 1 ounce or 30 mils of gin, 3/4 of an ounce of sweet vermouth, 1/4 of an ounce of Benedictine, and 2 dashes of orange bitters.
Ooh, whiskey and gin? That's an unusual combination.
Yeah, I think it's the first time I've seen those 2 combined, and I was a little dubious, but it worked. Now, because I'm making it in a 1 litre barrel, I get to go to town and have a blend of the elements in there. So for the whiskey side, I actually combined 3 whiskies, and I included a peated Scotch, a rye whiskey, and a single malt. I did the same thing with the gin, split it between 3 gins in quite different styles. For the sweet vermouth part, I used mostly sweet vermouth, but there's also some Punta Mez, which is a type of vermouth, and even a little bit of Fernet Branca for some unusual flavours. And for the herbals bit, I stuck mostly with the Benedictine, but I added a little bit of green chartreuse just to see if that would come through as well. I mixed up the bitters as well. I did 10 dashes of Angostura bitters, 10 dashes of orange bitters, and 5 dashes of patience bitters. I put all of that into a barrel. Well, not all of it. I set some aside so we'd have a comparison. That stayed in the barrel, and I tested it periodically, and ultimately it stayed in there for 3 weeks. Then I decanted it, and then we have the 2 cocktails to compare. I hope you're ready, fellas, because it's time for some double fisting.
Oh, first, visually, not much difference. Maybe the barrel-aged one a little darker.
And on the nose, you can pick up some additional oakiness. Maybe a hint of smoke in the barrel-aged one.
Ooh, this is a great cocktail. I mean, the vermouth is really coming through.
The difference in the barrel-aged one's subtle. It's like it smoothed out the flavours a little. Also, picked up some of those oak notes.
Well, I can see why Mr. Angry likes barrel aging cocktails.
Yeah, besides getting that unique additional flavour, you end up with a batch of cocktails ready to go.
Well, it's definitely worth investing a bit of extra time to get results like this. Because as we always say, life's too short to waste time on boring cocktails. Cheers!
I know, so having watched a couple of those, what does everyone think? Should I make another run at doing character by character? I think I'm going to do them as shorts and as TikTok. Do them as vertical videos. And see how that goes. That's my project for this weekend, I think. Get them off my external hard drive where I've saved them and edit them into vertical format. Really funny. I regularly see things about people thinking like, oh, TikTok's done my... I am yet to get sucked into TikTok, quite honestly. It just doesn't do much for me. I'm gonna see what's what. All right, I'm just gonna have a bit of clarified cocktail now. In my mind, I convince myself that's okay because it's comparatively lower alcohol. Oh, that's my Malteser one. Oh my God, that's so fucking nice. Damn, I occasionally make very good cocktails. Oh, I'm gonna say. So, yeah. It's not like those multi-character videos are super difficult to do. They're a little bit difficult. They're a little bit fiddly. There's definitely extra work. They definitely have to be scripted. You really can't do that sort of shit without scripting it. The technical stuff is not that difficult to do. But, you know. So did I get some ice? The ice was not what I needed. What I needed was a pee break, and that was such a fucking relief having a pee break. And I thought for fun, get a different flavor mineral water for a bit later. This is the newest flavor, strawberry and watermelon. I'll have that a little bit later. Happy Italy saying should speed run cocktails. Have a lot of guests don't want. Ooh, see, another excellent idea. That's where you probably want to do a batch cocktail. You want recipes for batch cocktails. That's, dude, you're my collaborator, man. That's another really good idea. Because I think, like, for instance, a sour cocktail, one that has a citrus juice, you make up the booze element, but to keep it fresh and bright and also a bit of showmanship for the party, it's like, okay, so here's everything else, and now in front of the people who are ordering it, I add the citrus, add ice, and shake that and pour that out. That's kind of the best of both worlds, having the non-citrus stuff batched and then measure that out and then add the citrus, add the ice, shake it and serve it. And if it's not a citrus one, if it's a booze one, yeah, you just have it batched. Start a countdown, make it in under 30 seconds. I like it. One of the YouTube cocktail channels I know was from New Jersey, Vino. For a while, his channel name for a while was 60-second cocktails. where he'd see if he could make the cocktail in 60 seconds. And he got tired of that format and changed it and changed the channel name. But yeah, it's an interesting idea. Make a such and such in under 30 seconds. But I love the angle you're taking there. No, you weren't stealing the idea. You're coming up with that yourself. I love the idea of framing it around a party and saying like, hey, you've got the guests and you've developed a cocktail list for the party and you don't want to spend ages doing it. You want to be able to turn this cocktail out in 30 seconds. What do? And I think the answer is you have it batched. So if it's a boozy one, all you do is pour it out and stir it on ice and strain it into a glass. If it's a citrus one, if it's a sour, you have all the boozy stuff, you measure it out, you add the citrus, add the ice, shake it, and pour it. That's actually a killer fucking idea. Mr. Beast Fizz, I don't know if anyone remembers ages ago when ChatGPT was new, one of the streams did a thing like, do me a script for making a cocktail, but it's like a Mr. Beast. It's a Mr. Beast video where he's doing the world's biggest margarita, and kind of shows how shallow Mr. Beast is because the script it generated really sounded like a Mr. Beast video. Oh, but this is also something I'd need. I'd either need to play multiple characters in the video, or I need to get a few people around and collaborate. Because I'm really liking this idea. It's like it's for a party, and it's like I've got 6 party guests who want 6 different drinks, and I've got to serve them all in 2 minutes. You're having a pee break too. All the cool kids do it, man. All the cool kids take pee breaks. 2 hours in, definitely got to take a pee break. So I like the idea. Safa, okay. How did Mr. Beast get popular? His early days was weird stuff. Like one of his early videos that got a lot of views is he was going to count to 1 million on a video, like with no edits. And I forget how far he got, but let's like do a bit of maths. 1 million. So assuming, say you said a number every second on average. Oops, no, I did 10 million. There we go. 1 million. So divided by 60, that would take you 16,000 minutes. So divide that by 60, 207. So you can see if you said one number a second, counting to 1 million would probably take you over 200 hours. So clearly he can't do that. So I don't know how far he actually got. Hope you only make 4. Oh, that's another good one. 4 drinks with the same ingredient. Holy shit. Dude, okay. I feel like we need to have some fucking Skype sessions or even just your Discord chats outside the stream. Because hell and damn you come up with good ideas. Madam Butterfly, make a killer cocktail. Random stuff. Oh, I've made cocktails that were just all my highest proof spirits in one cocktail. That's the hope I don't die cocktail. But I love the idea of a Mr. Beast style challenge with 4 or 6 different people say, I want all these different cocktails. And can I serve them in 2 minutes or something? Yeah, no, that's how old I am, Scarf. I'm just mentioning Skype. I was thinking more of a Discord thing. But yeah, even making different cocktails with the same, like all I've got is this, and this. How many? Oh, that's a great idea for a video. How many different cocktails? Someone's saying, I like a boozy drink, like an old fashioned. Oh, I like a margarita, and oh, I like this, and just using a really limited number of cocktails and saying, well, if I do this, and this, I've got an old fashioned variation. If I do this, and this, I've got a sour variation. Oh, that's such a good idea for a video. Okay, yeah, dude, I need to set some time with you. Abigail, Skype still exists, doesn't it? Yeah, hopefully. Someone's saying they like something sweet. Someone's saying they want something fruity. Someone's saying they want something boozy. And you've only got a really limited number of ingredients, and you want to make completely different cocktails. So I think what you want to have on hand is a spirit or two, a liqueur or two, a citrus, and a sugar syrup. And you can make some really different drinks like that. Yeah, Discord is probably easier than Skype these days, honestly. Oh, so it's all Teams. I love that you're on board with this stuff, Safa. They killed Skype. You got to do the stuff in Teams. Yeah, I think we need to do a Discord thing. Oh, my God, that was so fucking yummy. Abigail, you embedded as a third party, a Skype conversation live stream using OBS. Oh, yeah, and as you have pointed out to me a couple of times, I could do so much more on the streams if I used OBS, but I'm just super fucking lazy. And StreamYard, it gives me a whole bunch of things. Oh my God, I love that I've got the chat now. I wanted that for so long. I think Jamo, he just jumped in on fucking Facebook for one comment when I was joking about idiots in Dubbo blowing their fingers off. And he just jumped in. I wasn't that stupid. What are we doing over here? Speed. Oh, what's happened? I don't know if the fucking breathalyzer is working at all. So like I was saying the other night, I think I worked out why it won't go over 0.04 because it doesn't want to be found guilty of encouraging people to get the high score, like drinking lots of alcohol. I'm going to see if it's working at all. It's counting down from 100. Now it's down to 0. There we go. 0. Now, see, that's saying, I think it's just broken now. It's saying 0.21. There is no fucking way I am 4 times over the legal limit. That's fall over, lose consciousness levels of drunk. There is no fucking way I am 0.21. I'm definitely over the limit. I'm probably Tim Smith. There's no way I'm 0.21. I'd fucking lose consciousness at that point. Madam below wants a drink so strong, curls up your toes, eyes on the back of head, hair perfectly stay straight. You want a zombie. That's what you want. All the rums, including the overproof rums. I'm just so really liking the idea of putting more thought into what I do with the cocktail videos and coming up with another vibe. And like I've got so many fucking stocked up at the moment. Recreate. I have done a Home for the Elderly. I've done a Pan-Galactic Gargle Blaster video for Towel Day. That was all my strong spirits. It was also actually surprisingly yum. But at some point, like particularly if I get enough to get monetized on the cocktail channel, probably not delete, but maybe unlist 90% of the videos and restart. I would have no qualms about if I actually hit a significant audience, actually unlisting 90% of my videos and then just making better versions of them, because I feel like I could definitely make better versions of them. Like I said, my aspirations for the cocktail channel are pretty simple. Enough of an audience that I get free shit, that distillers send me booze, that I get invites to events. Free shit. That's all I want. I don't actually want to make ad revenue from the channel and worry about that. I just want to have enough of an audience that I get free shit. Free shit is awesome. Even if you have money, getting free shit is cool. It's what have I got to draw the line on? Like how much alcohol? Yeah, no, but you do need to stress responsibility. Yes, after that Kanye's girlfriend, the one he exploits and makes be semi-naked publicly, she's Australian. And I love that you just came with the totally left field fact in there. So, what are we doing now? It's only 10:20. It's early. It's fucking early. So I don't want to get written off at this point. But I may make another alcoholic beverage. You think Paul McCartney's hitting himself for it? Does anyone remember Paul McCartney collaborating with Kanye? I don't know. Pat! Rolling in late, my man. What have you been up to? You been in Minecraft? You know, we all know what that means. Safa, like my thinking at the moment is one more alcoholic beverage, then more mineral water. Definitely, because I don't want to lose consciousness. I don't think Mrs. Angry's gone to bed yet. I did see her when I was taking my pee break. She doesn't always tell me when she's going to bed because she assumes I'm going to be up super late. But we'll see how it goes. Right. Okay, so if I'm going to make... okay. I just had this idea because I have all this weird shit I've made at various times. I feel like blending it all and putting it in a barrel for a while. Oh, my U-Foods came really early this morning. Pat, you went to a dance. Nice. Pat's a pants. Oh, sorry. I want to. For whatever reason, my microphone is off camera. In other streams, it's been on camera. Let's bring the microphone in here where you can see it. The Yeti. And now I can lean in and go, Pat is a pants man. All right, so just doing that. But I hope you enjoyed the dance, Pat. Hopefully you like the mic lean in. Oh, the U-Foods was like fucking 9:30 in the morning, which is surreal. Usually it's lunchtime or in the afternoon. So randomly, it got delivered really early this morning. So, what's it going to do? What do I have for lunch? I did have like YouTube is lunch. Foods. Sorry, Foods and YouTube. I get confused. It was a chicken carbonara, which is quite nice. It's like fettuccine, bits of chicken breast, bits of bacon, cream sauce. Fucking yum. Pat says, "Shut up." Pat's and Pat's man. He's after the ladies. We're doing ASMR on the stream now. There's a whole thing on here where I can do stereo on this microphone. I just forget which setting it is. So anyone who's wearing headphones, I could go from side to side on the microphone and give them some stereo ASMR. Oh, they just leave it at the door, Safa, and I get a text message. But Mrs. Angry was actually outside, and she was like, "Oh, you've already got foods. That's weird." This is good. Man, I forgot to put out my recycling, and I had so much to do. It's one of those weeks where I get self-conscious if someone knew how many booze bottles were in my recycling, because there was like at least 6 bottles in the recycling, and most of it was stuff I'd had for a year or two. And I didn't even use it all. Some of it is in batch things in the barrel, but yeah. Safi, you've got headphones. I could look up the fucking Yeti guide and work out where to turn this little switch here to make it stereo so I could be in your different ears. But I'm not up to it. Shut up, bro. I love that you're calling me bro tonight, Pat. Bro. Okay. Recycling, bro. Shut up, bro. No, we didn't. They were talking about the purple bin like a year ago, and it never happened. A 4th bin. We only have 3 bins. Green, rubbish, and recycling. It's green every week. Rubbish every second week. Recycling every second week. And I'm concerned because I fucking forgot to put out the recycling this week, and it's fairly full. So yeah. What's that, Pat? Am I your best friend? Or was your best friend at the dance? I want to be Pat's best friend. If someone else is his best friend, I'm going to hunt them down and get rid of them. They're going to disappear. That's what I'm saying. Oh, that's so sweet, Pat. I fucking love you, man. Nice. I love that we get to hang out, Pat. It's fucking great. All right. What will we do, friend? Okay, so look, you can even see here. If I go over here, serious cupboard of mystery. I got a whole bunch of flavored things. I think I will just get a bunch of stuff and put it in a barrel. Because what have I got in the barrels? If I go over here, let's go over to the barrels. Let's go over to the barrels. So, this has got the corn spirit and the peated spirit. It's been in there a month and a half. Well, not in there for 4 months, so that's fine. That's got the Lily Pilly jam cocktail in it. I'm going to open that next party night and decant it. Try. That's just got wine in it to keep it wet. This has got an old-fashioned. Been in there a bit over a week. I feel like I want to leave the old-fashioned for a couple of weeks. God, I almost want to make another Mai Tai. That was fucking awesome, actually. I might do that. I might make another Mad Monkey apple of Mai Tai. Oof, but okay, should we be making another America? Fuck yeah. Coming to save the motherfucking day now. Okay, I'm going to go over here. We're going to do a vote. Should I make another apple of Mai Tai, or because it's Freedom Day, use some of my strong American spirits and make it America. Fuck yeah. Old fashioned. That's the whole thing. So we've got Outlawed. Oh, okay. So you watched two fun movies. Outlaw Johnny Black, very funny. Ricochet, direct-to-video with a high budget. Ricochet sounds familiar. Who's in Ricochet? I feel like I might have seen that. Actually, for that matter, even Outlaw Johnny Black sounds vaguely familiar. What's generally spicy? Sorry, I just saw Strictly Sega posted on Discord saying, "Oh, you got to be careful about mentioning Pat porn star on TikTok." Okay, Denzel and Lithgow. Wait, weren't they in the movie? Was Lithgow a serial killer and Denzel was the cop? Is that Ricochet? Because I remember that movie. If that's what we're talking about, John Lithgow is a serial killer or a criminal mastermind, and Denzel as the cop. Yeah, I fucking saw that. And Ice-T, yeah, I saw that movie. And from memory, I enjoyed it. From memory, I enjoyed Ricochet. But anyway, you're going to lead me astray. I'm going to make another alcoholic beverage. Should it be another apple of Mai Tai using the Mad Monkey spirits? Or should we be celebrating Freedom Day and I'll use some of my high proof American spirits to make it America? Fuck yeah. Old fashioned. Safa, some Hollywood people, actually, I would say most of the big stars in Hollywood went to some form of acting school. Even the 70s stuff, like Al Pacino and everyone, they were in like the New York Method Acting School. I would say the majority of Hollywood stars done some sort of acting school. Madam Buffalo doing a family barbecue for the 4th of July. You lighting up. God, sorry. They're just seeing you as Homer Simpson spraying just an incredible amount of lighter fluid on the barbecue to light it. Also, no one answered. I think Madam Butterfly metaphorically answered. I got to do an America. Fuck yeah. Old fashioned. Actually, Pat, I will do the YouTube Hi, I'm Live You soon. I've just got to make a drink. I'm doing an America. Fuck yeah. Coming to save the motherfucking day now. So what we have here, let's go. Let's fucking go. All right. What do we got? I have Texas single malt whiskey, 66.7% ABV. Holy shit. That is fucking strong. Do I have other American spirits in here? Why am I even asking? I know I have other American spirits in here. I have a bourbon. What strength is this bourbon? In the mysterious cupboard of mystery. Fucking 50%. Booyah. Booyah, motherfucker. Oh, there's a Texas bourbon, another Balcones one. What's this? A mere 46%. I think, let's just pretend Mexico is part of the US. Or maybe that. Bourbon. I know, I definitely want some smoke. I'm going to put some mezcal in this. I am going to go, okay. I have a motherfucking plan. Where's my jigger? It's over here. Why is it over there? Okay. Sugar syrup. Fuck yeah, sugar syrup. Okay, now 1 ounce of fucking super high proof Texas single malt. And I have filled it and spilled it. That's expensive. Why am I spilling that? You goddamn Egypt. And this new Journeyman whiskey, Bourbon, which is a French word, I think. Bourbon. And, because we all know, Mexico is basically America, I'm gonna put just a little bit of mezcal to give it a smoky note. Smoke gets in your eyes. Okay, smoke, noise. All right. Let's go around here. We do just want to put some bitters in. Oh, you know what? I'm going to do some barrel-aged patience. Just a dash. We're fucking mixing it up here. Fee Brothers Old-Fashioned Bitters. Oh, we are just being tricky with this old-fashioned. Okay. Oh, dear butterfly, Madam Butterfly. Not doing fireworks. I fucking love fireworks. I've been in the US on the 4th of July. I fucking love the fireworks, honestly. Also, in the US on Halloween fucking kicks ass in the US. Honestly. It's friggin' wild. I still need to be there at Christmas or something to see how crazy they go at Christmas. Or be with an American family on Thanksgiving. That would be interesting, I think. Anyway. Mixing up my America. Fuck yeah. Old fashioned. I heard a Discord beep. What was that about? Oh, that was not even on my thing. That was on the zombie with what? Okay, that's freaking weird. All right. New unrest. Mofo sign postings. Jeez, how can there be 8 new messages? I have to talk to this boy about just fucking spamming the Discord with stuff. Not these links are bad. There's so many of them. Dr. Obi, I've done Thanksgiving a few times with your American friend. Nice. I haven't done Thanksgiving. I've done 4th of July, which was fucking fun, setting off fireworks. I've done Halloween, which was wild as fuck. I feel like I have to do Thanksgiving and Christmas in the US. Maybe Christmas. Oh, goddamn. Taste like freedom. Woo! Man. Woof. Okay, so the last old fashioned I made was really nice and mellow and sweet and really good. This one's really good, but just has flavor that fucking jumps up and goes, fuck yeah. I actually put the lime thing in there. Ooh, this is just like an intense dark flavor. Yeah, exactly, Madam Butterfly. Go to the US for Thanksgiving, got to wear the stretchable pants, not tight jeans. So is Matt Tain, are you going with the thing? And speaking for you, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, great again? Who are you?
Okay, so how was the dance tonight? You went to a dance.
Yeah, I saw Rob and Lee going over that. And Bacon over
Rob
that.
was at the dance too.
Yeah.
All right. So, you know, what about the ladies, Pat? What about you and the ladies?
The Becks. I sell Beck.
Oh, nice,
Yeah.
nice. No, so you had a good time?
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
It's good.
Nice.
it's fun.
That's a good Friday night. That's a good Friday night. Go out to a dance, see a few people, have a bit of fun,
Yep.
and then
Yeah, I know I'm drunk.
in the shed, we were talking.
Yeah, I know I'm drunk.
I'm not drunk. I'm not drunk. Ooh,
Nah, that you, me.
you're
Me,
drunk.
I know I'm drunk.
You're drunk.
Yeah.
What have you been drinking, you bad boy? You bad boy. What have you been drinking?
Beer. BB.
Having some
that.
beers. Pat's been on the
Yeah.
beers, doing the Dan Andrews, get on the beers.
Yep.
Noise. Mind you, also, like Dan Andrews, because there was that joke when we were in lockdown about, everyone wants to get on the beers. And when we finally got out of that really long lockdown, where the cases actually went down to 0, and the journo went like, what about Privy? You going to get on the beers? And he said, I might get something more top shelf. And he posted on socials, he was drinking Nova. He was drinking Starwood Nova. Hell of a drink.
No.
Melbourne whiskey. Really fucking... I actually had a bit of Nova tonight. Really fucking good drink.
Yeah, they are a coffee down.
You're having a coffee now?
Yep. You sure?
You're having a coffee this late at night? Pat? Okay.
Yep.
I think
It's
Pat's
cold.
got a job during the night. He's having a coffee right now. He's got a...
Shut
He's
up,
gotta be
man.
really
You
alert.
think out, man.
His target's
Yeah.
going to be Pat's going to go around 2:00 in the morning to his target's place. They'll be sound. They won't even wake up. It's like they didn't know when they went to sleep tonight. It was for the long sleep. It's like,
Nah. I out tomorrow.
are you having a good time, Matt?
Yeah, I out tomorrow. Go to mall tomorrow.
Okay, that's all good.
I'll
So I'm
go
saying
down
VB.
the bus.
Yeah, VB was very popular. See, I'm not a beer drinker, so I don't even know what's popular.
Yeah, I know that.
VB was very popular. It was like the rock and roll thing, like bands doing stuff would have a slab of VB backstage. But also, I grew up in New South Wales, so it was like, Tooheys New was the thing in New South Wales with some... Okay, so what was the Tooheys ad was, I feel like a Tooheys or two. There were really successful ads in the 80s and maybe into the 90s around sport, like, how do you feel? And it was like, I feel like it. And somewhere around cricket and somewhere around rugby. No, VB was not popular in Dubbo. VB is Victoria Bitter. And a bit later, like in late 80s and whatnot, some very popular ads for Vic Bitter, which was voiced by John Melian, who was a legend of Australian entertainment, like from the 50s or 60s through the 80s. Also, a guy who definitely suffered from alcohol abuse. His health suffered. Pat, are you being attacked by dogs? Is it what I can hear? I felt like
that's my friend's dogs.
Right, I thought I could hear dogs barking.
Yeah, they're my friend's dogs.
Oh, Pat's about to be attacked by dogs, so that's okay.
Shut up, boy.
So yeah, okay. So the Tooheys ads were around sport. I feel like a Tooheys or two. But then there were these ads with John Melian voicing over like, "The hard-earned thirst needs real beer, Vic Bitter," and that was also very successful advertising. But yeah, I actually kind of still enjoy the I feel like a Tooheys ads. The first couple were cricket, and they were really fringe stuff. One was like Sheffield Shield, state-based cricket. It was a young Mike Whitney hitting the winning runs against Dennis Lilly in a state game, and these were all based on real things that happened.
Man.
And then there was some about rugby league, and there was some about Australian rules football. And it was all about how do you feel? Well, I feel like a Tuies or two. Very, very Oz. Yeah, Vic Bitter was kind of okay. As a non-beer drinker, being outside, I feel like Vic Bitter was marketed as at least it was a better quality beer than Tuies. Tuies was kind of garbage level beer, and VB was a bit more upmarket. That was at least the impression I got. Oh my God, sorry, my America, fuck yeah, old fashioned is really good. It's really
I
good.
think you're there drunk, Neil.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to drink a mineral water after this. I need to stop drinking alcohol for a while because it tastes really good, and I think that tastes really good. I'll have some more of that, but then I'll just like fall over. I
saw that.
I haven't
saw
done that
that.
on a stream for a while. Just like no, I'm gone.
You know what?
Mine just like
You know what?
last Friday night, like Mrs. Angry was saying, like on Saturday, like, oh, you were so funny when you came to bed. I was like, was I? I don't remember anything. I don't remember. What did I do that was funny? I don't remember anything. But you know, I remember it's like it was after 1 a.m. and I felt like I was still kind of coherent. But apparently, when I went into bed, I don't know, I woke Mrs. Angry up or whatever, and she thought I was very funny, and I was like, "That's cool. I was funny. I legit do not remember anything I said." It's just like
You're now drunk. I know that.
Safi, oh yeah, look, again, beer people, Safi, you're absolutely right. Saying beer A is better than beer B, you're definitely starting a fight with someone.
Done that.
So it's kind of like when I was, because you didn't get a lot of cross-state traffic when I was a young'un. New South Wales beer were Tuies and Tooths, and I think they were completely separate companies, but they were Sydney breweries, Tuies and Tooths. Tooths made KB as well. These cans that were in a gold, they were in gold cans, KB, which I do remember people at school joking and saying that stood for kids beer. Like kids should drink that. KB is kids beer. It wasn't kids beer. So, and of course, Queensland was 4X, and yeah, Victoria was Vic Better. And then, of course, we eventually learned, you know, WA had a beer, Swan Lager, and there was probably South Australian beers as well. Evidently, since the show started, developed. Oh, dude, what? You've got a fever? You developed a fever in the last 2 hours? What the fuck? Safa, you're. Oh yeah, I actually saw a lot of the US was having a heat wave. 4th of July heat wave. Oh, dude, no, dude, fuck, dude, you're not feeling good. Yeah, I was kind of excited to see you.
You're cold.
Even for next week, dude.
You get cold.
If you literally had to go to bed because you're having shivers, you do not need to make excuses for anything. Like me and Pat are running the show at the moment.
I've done that. Once.
You done that?
Yeah, we were cold. No freeze. You know that.
You had a cold?
Yeah. What? Well, once for day once.
Okay, so we're getting into July. So this is traditionally like the coldest month. July is usually the cold, but it's like it was 17 today and sunny, and tomorrow's meant to be 17 and sunny. That's almost spring. That's fucking wild. I'll start bringing in Great Northern beer is from Cairns. Okay, it's all thing. Well, I'm trying to think. What was the There was a South Australian beer that was generally regarded as a pretty classy beer. I can't remember it. I was remembering Swan Lager was from Perth. Forex is Queensland. Vic Buddha is Victoria. What was it? It's going to do my head in not remembering South Australian beer.
Now he's 6 degrees now.
6 degrees where you are. Ooh, that's cold, bro.
Yeah.
You're out there.
Yeah.
Lucky you got your Udi on, mate. You got your hood. You got your furry stuff. You're out there in the shed. You got to keep warm, man. You got to keep warm.
Yeah, I know. And
I'm inside.
coffee.
Yeah, you got your hot drink. Oof, that's all right. Yeah, no, Home for the Elderly. You were good at the South Stream. So over 2-3 hours, I hope you're not actually coming down with something. You're going to end up fucking.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
That freaking sucks. That sucks. But yeah, there was a bit of.
I saw my sister's dog yesterday again.
Oh, your sister's dog? Yeah, nice. Sister's dog's been on the screen before.
You gonna hear? Once I don't work. Look at my TikTok. The dog, you run there. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Your dog wanted to watch TikTok with you. Your sister's dog wanted to watch TikTok with you.
No, yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's me. That's
nice.
And that dog here, that dog hit me, hit butt me.
Headbutts you. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at that.
Oh, I think the South Australian beer, I was trying to remember. I think it was called Cooper's. But I need to look it up because it's going to do my head in if I don't remember.
Yeah, that's so dogs. Very soon.
What was it? It was Cooper's. Okay, so I'm now remembering the beers. So when I was young, it's like New South Wales was Tuies and Tooths, Queensland was Forex, Melbourne was VB, WA was Swan, South Australia was Cooper's. And Cooper's kind of had a reputation of being a bit more sophisticated than all the others.
Yeah,
but also, I've never been a beer drinker, so you don't want to do that. Yes, Madam Butterfly, I feel like you're spot on. Home for the Elderly needs a hot toddy. If you got the shivers, you got to be in bed. Just go sit there. Mrs. Angry and I have this great variation of hot toddy. It's in, I think it's in the PDT cocktail book. Let's have a look.
Right, yeah, my book.
Cocktail books here.
Man, there are those books. Whoa.
I think this is in it's called the Pier. All right, sorry, I'm just looking. Pink, no. Where are we?
Man,
PH, no. What's in here?
No, that's brown. No.
Also, sorry, this book is so neat. It just has artwork. It's just like a double page there. It's just artwork.
Yeah, I saw the bear.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah, I saw the bear.
Yeah, there's a bear there. So I'm thinking, what drink is that a reference to? Paddington? Rum?
I don't know. No, I don't know.
Opera? Paddy Warbank? It was a nice bit of artwork though. Just a double page artwork there. Oh no, I've got it wrong. It was called Le Pere B. Yes, no, sorry, I have bookmarked it here. So this is
Yeah.
a super fucking good hot toddy variation. Chamomile
Oh,
tea. Got to do chamomile tea, a peated whiskey, elderflower liqueur, and honey syrup. Oh, so good. And it's like good in cold weather or good if you're feeling a little bit sick. It's really good.
yeah. You saw my workers dog.
Sorry, what are we saying, bro?
You saw my workers dog.
Oh yeah. I think you shared a picture of your worker's dog one time. Nice.
It's red.
Nice. Actually, excellent question, Home for the Elderly. What was a Tassie beer?
Yeah.
I feel like there would be like good distillers in Tasmanian beer. What? See if I can recognize a brand of Tasmanian beer. What do we got? Cascade. That was the mainstream Tasmanian one. Cascade. Wait, is James Bowen Tasmanian as well? But I think Cascade was the big Tasmanian one. Oh yeah, no, Greg's thrown it in. Greg actually beat me to it. Is Cascade and Bogues. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Cascade's Tassie. So I think I would go Cascade was the big Tassie beer. And I have to rely on other people for that, not being a beer person. Yeah, the Cascade has the Tassie Tiger on the label, Safa. You're right. Absolutely. So Cascade's Hobart, Bogues is Launceston. All right. Was there an NT beer? I know you had the Darwin Stubby was notorious. Really like a liter bottle of beer. So there's an NT Draft was Carlton United owned it. So they don't make the Stubby anymore. Probably because it's a fucking alcohol abuse. Yeah, so NT Draft was the Northern Territory one, and the famous Darwin Stubby, which was a ridiculously huge bottle. They don't make it anymore because it's alcohol abuse. A 2-liter bottle of beer or whatever. I remember my sister did a thing way back because we were playing Aussie Rules in Dubbo, and she'd put a Darwin Stubby in the freezer and forgot about it. We went off on this day trip and came back. And when we got back, because of course the beer froze and the bottle exploded, so her whole freezer was just frozen beer. The bottle had exploded, it sprayed everywhere and froze. So the whole freezer was just frozen beer. Disaster.
Why yours?
That was my sister. Oh, that's a good bit of trivia, Greg. Last batch of NT Draft was made in a brewery in Port Melbourne. There you go. So was I pro or anti? Dude, I don't drink the beer, so I don't really give a shit if someone's restricting something about it. Oh, okay. I think I definitely need to drink more mineral water now. Because while I'm super tempted to drink more booze because it's yummy, It's only 11 p.m. We want to keep going for at least a while. We don't necessarily want to go all night tonight, but we're having fun. We're chilling. We're talking. If I'm going to keep going, I need to drink something that's not alcohol. I'm going to have my strawberry and watermelon mineral water. We're definitely going to keep
I
going.
never saw that.
This is new, man.
I never saw that.
Yeah, no. I keep an eye out. Both Woolies and Coles sell this Schweppes mineral water in 10 packs. I just keep an eye out for when it's half price, and I get some back. Safa saying I should go till 4 a.m. You're a madman, Safa.
Out tomorrow.
But Woolies have got $6 home brand. Look, I'm not saying the home brand is terrible, but I'm not going to go for it. I think this stuff is actually on half price at one of them. Okay, Jesus Christ, for no apparent reason. I'm gonna search. Is it okay? Schweppes mineral water. Yeah, it's fucking half price. Okay, not sponsored. Free ad for Woolies. All the flavors of the Schweppes mineral water, lightly flavored, which I quite like. There's like 6 different flavors, half price this week. So fucking get on it, is what I'm saying. Oh, that is actually pretty good. So it's like a 10 pack for $9.50. So it's less than $1 a can. God, I got so many fucking tabs open here. Fuck is going on? What's in general news? Mofo Sign's also posting shit in. Okay, why is he not here in the chat?
Who?
I feel like you going nice. You, dude. Yeah, no, I get it. If you're under the weather, if you got the shivers, you got to look after yourself, man.
Yeah, get easy.
Yeah, he's a bit sick. He needs to look after himself.
Yeah, nah. You get out a cold. You get out. Yeah. Get out a cold. You know that.
Yeah, he's got the shivers. Something's come over him. Needs to friggin' take care of himself.
Yeah, I've done that.
Yeah, if you got a cold, you just got to go to bed and look after yourself.
No, fine. No, get out. Buy that restaurant lollies. Wake them up, me.
You have you say the lollies, like the cough lollies?
Yeah, restaurant.
Yeah.
You did there and the news.
Yeah, clear you all out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you're feeling sick, you got to look after yourself. That's what we're saying.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I saw a thing, Pat, because we used to do the white night thing. You and me and Rob and AZ.
Oh yeah.
And that hasn't been on for years, but there was a winter arts festival that was meant to happen in Docklands this year. Let me see if I can find it. I see. Let me see if I can find it.
You and me got drunk that day.
I don't know who got drunk, Pat. Oh yeah, okay. So
No,
this thing is
you,
called.
you and me.
Oh my god, it's this weekend. Shit. Okay, so I'm probably not doing this. Okay.
No,
There's a thing called Firelight, which is on in Docklands this weekend. Okay, I have planned for this very poorly. Like I maybe should have streamed from Docklands tonight. I don't know. But tonight, tomorrow night, and Sunday night, and tomorrow night's date night, so I'm not doing that. Okay, so we've missed it. Pat. We could have planned for it, and but we didn't.
As my wigger, you guy.
Yeah, no, we could have planned it, but we didn't plan it. It's this weekend, so it's like, no, we missed it. We missed it. That's okay.
Yeah, tomorrow. Out tomorrow.
What are you doing tomorrow, mate?
Go to the mall. Go to the bus to go to the mall.
Going to the mall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going out for a date with Mrs. Angry to one of our date night places. Get some food. Get some drinks.
You're no drunk.
Sorry, I'm going to do this. Wait.
I said that.
I know.
I
think I'm being really good. I'm getting some action. So. Also, yeah, I got to choose the shirt. Like I specifically chose this one for the stream tonight. I like this because it's like a Vegas style signage. I quite like this. I got to choose which one because I'm going out tomorrow night. Because I am kind of vain. I like it when people say, "Oh, I like your shirt." Safi, you are never going to let me forget that night when I drunkenly spent about 15 minutes going, "Yeah, I need to get some ice. I got to get some ice. I want some more ice." And then it was Charlie, Home for the Elderly, and that other dude who were actually on screen, and they were laughing hysterically because I was so moved. I couldn't stop going, "Yeah, I need some ice, man." I just sat here for like 10 minutes going, "I'm going to get some ice. I'm going to go get some ice." And they were laughing like, "What are you going to get? What are you going to get?" I was, Rafa, double Tim Smith, triple Tim Smith. I was so friggin' gone that night. It was very funny.
What, yesterday?
Yesterday? No, this was ages ago.
Oh yeah, I'm there.
Also, when I say ages ago, but legit, last Friday, I got reasonably inebriated last Friday. Not absolutely wasted. I was still in the streamers doing stuff, but yeah, because as I mentioned earlier, Mrs. Angry was telling me the next day, "Oh, you were so funny when you came to bed," and I was like, I have no memory of what I did when I came to bed. And also because the next day I always come in here to the bar to clean up. So you look at that, there's all these bottles here, and I was like, okay, I've got to put shit away, and I've got to wipe down the table, and I've got to make it. After last Friday night, like on Saturday, I came in to clean up the bar, and there were all these bottles on the table, and I was like, I have no memory of those bottles.
I'm there.
Yeah, absolutely, mate.
I'm there. I got you.
Yeah, no, last Friday you were there.
You were enjoying it that day.
Oh no, Suffolk got the buffering circle. Oh shit. Okay, that's really weird. You got the buffering circle. I've lost the bad bandwidth thing for the first time tonight. That's okay. I'm just going to work my way through this mineral water, then decide if I'm going to go to bed or stay up.
Yeah, I know, juice.
Oh shit! For fun, while being more than mildly inebriated, I could try. So I recorded some of the stuff for this clarified cocktail. Ooh, can you see me? Can you see
I
me?
never saw that. I didn't say that drink.
This is the color in that is from blood orange juice.
Oh, you got what? You got
This is pretty yummy.
yesterday?
I went to a lot of trouble to make that. The milk thing was
You
a
gonna
mix
get
of
yesterday?
milk and cream of coconut and advocaat. It was a whole thing. I could try and switch things on and see if I could coherently make a video. I would maybe need to admit, hey, I'm trying to make a video of this thing. It's like midnight on a Friday night, and I've been drinking all night, and I'm just trying to make this video. This may or may not make sense. Who knows? It's a whole
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, they are drunk.
Yeah, I'm reasonably drunk. Anyway, I'm definitely just gonna drink some more mineral water. So,
Yeah, I know juice.
uh,
I know juice.
it's like because the alcoholic beverages I've had tonight so much flavor. The mineral thing. I've had the old regurgitator reference, Dr. Abigail. Sucked a lot of cock to get where I am today. I loved Regurgitator's sense of humor. It's like the first track on their first album was "I sucked a lot of cock to get where I am today," which is great. And then the first track on their second album was "I like your old stuff better than your new stuff." So it's just like their sense of humor was friggin' awesome. Also, just generally the music, Regurgitator's music was really good. Just this funk, rock, hip hop vibe was very good. I'm quite the fan of Regurgitator, both from their sense of humor and their musical skills. Quite honestly. Safa. Oh, yeah, I did actually see that thing, Safa. Microsoft were going to get rid of the blue screen of death. I don't actually know what they're going to do if your system just fucking critically fails, but I did see some reference to they're getting rid of the blue screen of death, which is kind of
I
weird.
never saw that. I don't know.
Blue screen of death is when your computer just goes, I am fucking broken.
I don't know work.
It was one of the single greatest moments of IT history. I don't remember when it happened, but Bill Gates was leading a presentation of a new Microsoft feature. I don't know if it was in the 90s or the 2000s, but he's doing this huge thing that's on the internet and gets a fucking blue screen of death. And it's like whoever was in charge of this project that had Bill Gates doing a live demo for the whole world and it produced a blue screen of death, everyone went, oh, that guy is fucked. Bill Gates is coming for him. And whoever's in charge of the project that had Bill Gates in front of a blue screen of death, Bill Gates is fucking coming for that guy. And it's going to be brutal. Because unlike absolute charlatans like Elon Musk, or even Steve Jobs for that matter, Steve Jobs wasn't an engineer, he wasn't a technician, whatever. Bill Gates was actually a coder. Bill Gates is also a piece of shit, quite honestly. He fucking sucks. But he was a coder. So anyone who fucked up something with the system was going to get Bill Gates's wrath, and you get at charlatan fuckwits like Elon Musk saying he's going to do a thing. Calzo, are you still there? Have you been here the whole time, man? Or have you just come back after being one? And I agree. The tech bros are scumbags. They all fucking suck, man. They all fucking suck. I hate them a lot. And this is someone who's been in technology since the 90s. The tech bro oligarch fucking suck. Also, I kind of think I'm fading. It's look, it's comparatively early. It's only 11:15 on a Friday night, but oof, you'll encourage me to keep going if you want me to keep going. Oh, because I feel like I'm flagging a little bit, or a lot, as the case may be. Oof, oof, he said. Oof again. Oof. I am, fucking tired. And I know I feel like a lightweight for Friday night, only going a bit after 3 hours. I do kind of feel like a lightweight because hardcore Friday night is 5 or 6 hours. So 3 hours on a Friday night, kind of lightweight, honestly. But I will honestly also cop to being a lightweight. If I got to be completely honest, if something gets the better of me, it's like, oh yeah, that got the better of me because I'm a goddamn. Oh, Calzo, I had the first 3 cocktails in the first hour, which was, honestly, potentially a mistake. But at the 3+ hour mark, I think I've only had 5 cocktails at the 3+ hour mark. But oof,
I don't want one beer.
Yeah.
I don't want one beer.
Oh, you know what? What's the breathalyzer doing? I haven't tried the breathalyzer for a while. Last time I did it,
I don't know.
I was quite sure the reading was wrong. But I'm also a little intrigued. Last time I was saying like 0.21.
Yeah.
There's no way I was that far above the limit. If it said 0.21 now, I'd freaking believe it, honestly. So it's calibrating itself. It has to count down to 0 and okay, that's 0. So okay, now it's saying 0.21, which is 4 times over the legal limit for driving. Yeah, legit. I kind of believe that's where I am now. Tim Smith used 0.14.
Yeah,
I kind of believe I was at 0.2 at the moment. James Squire is Melbourne. I'm sure there's a James Squire pub in Melbourne that actually has huge vats where they ferment beer on site. I'm sure James Squire is Melbourne, actually. So I don't know. What are you all saying? I almost feel like trying to just keep my shit together. Maybe I should. Do discretion is the better part of valor, and not get seriously fucked up tonight and just go, you know what? Maybe I've had enough. Maybe over, like 3.5 hours. Yeah. Calzo, you got to go? Oh, dude, I'll have you on anytime you want. If you want to join next Friday, fucking do it, bro. I'll have you on anytime. So, but you got to go. I kind of feel like maybe I have to maybe I'm just feeling it a bit much. See, okay. Let's pencil that in, Calzo, for next Friday. Madam Butterfly. Cold bottle flavored water between your pubes. I know what you're doing, Madam Butterfly. You're trying to entice me into saying something about your boobs or your butt let's just assume I've said it. Let's just assume I want to be the bottle of water between your boobs or whatever. Let's just say it. I'm gonna say it. It's definitely a thing I'm doing. Oof. Yeah, you know what? I am definitely leaning towards being a lightweight tonight, and so it's just coming up at 11:30. Maybe going to bed at 11:30. Maybe I don't need to drink enough alcohol to freak medical authorities out, because I feel like you go to a doctor's and they go, how much alcohol do you drink? If I told them the average Friday night, I think I'd freak them out a little bit. And yes, see, Safa knows what I'm about, getting into snuggle with Mrs. Angry.
Yeah, I know.
See, I'm drinking the mineral water stuff. You know what that means? At somewhere between 2 and 4 a.m., I'm going to wake up and go, oh my God, my bladder's going to burst. I got to get out of bed and piss. Just for drinking the volume of the mineral water, that's definitely going to happen. Yes, I'm definitely doing my baguette for brekkie. And I reckon if it works, I'm probably jumping on Home Theodolie's server to watch Thunderbolts. That's like my recovery tomorrow: bacon baguette and watching Thunderbolts. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Anything could happen tomorrow. But yeah, I've got date night with Miss Angry, nice food and nice drinks. The place, this is really funny because we have ratings for all the places we go. I don't know, it's like 10 places I think we swap our date nights between. And that's every second week. So that means we only go to places 2 or 3 times a year. Tomorrow night's place, while it's good, is actually our lowest rated place because we're pretty goddamn fussy. So even a good place. So what did I do last Saturday night? Well, randomly, Mrs. Angry's lad wasn't here, so we just sat and watched some stuff. So did you ask me what I watched on Wednesday night? We watched. There's a couple things we were watching. They're only releasing 1 episode a week. We watched Duster, which is on Max, 70s crime thing, and then we watched The Gilded Age on Prime. So we watched those. But last Saturday night, the Mrs. Angry's lad wasn't here, so that was a late thing. And I said, "Oh, he's not going to be here. Well, we should hang out and watch it." So the next thing we watch, which will probably be on Sunday night, we'll start watching. There's some new episodes of The Sandman on Netflix, and I'm going to watch it. So Sandman is based on Neil Gaiman's work. Neil Gaiman has been my favorite author since the 90s, but in the last year we found out he's a fucking monster. He's a sexual predator. He's a groomer. He's a horrible piece of shit. But I am still going to watch The Sandman. But I can't fucking enjoy anything he did anymore. He's been my favorite author since the 90s, and now I know he's a fucking monster. He's just like the fucking worst. So bad. All right. I'm going to put something flavorful with the orange peel for Mrs. Angry to put in her hot chocolate in the morning. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely going to blend all this shit I've got and put it in a barrel aged thing. and see what it's like. I need to get some stuff. Look, Neil Gaiman wrote for Doctor Who like 5 to 10 years ago. The story about him being an incredibly gross sexual predator, groomer, abuser only came out in the last year, and no one wants anything to do with him anymore. Like, Netflix were probably planning to do several seasons of Sandman. They were halfway through the second season when this broke about what a fucking monster he is, and they're like, okay, we are literally just going to finish the stuff we did, and that's it. And obviously, okay, the worst is the women he abused is the worst. But I can't help thinking like, oh God, I'm so fucking pissed off that I just can't enjoy stuff anymore. But also, there's a whole bunch of adaptations that were going to be done that just aren't going to be done now because people went, oh, fuck that guy. Has he been cancelled? Well, it seems like everyone who was going to produce adaptations of his work just went, we cannot do something that seems to endorse this guy. Now, and okay, he's also the worst sort of editor in that he structures it in such a way that I don't think he'll ever get charged with offences. But even if he does get charged, I don't think he'll ever get convicted. And you get horrible, fucked up gremlin monster fuckheads who say, oh, well, he never got convicted, so he didn't do anything. No, the world is more complicated than that. And, oh, Pat disappeared. You know what? I'm going to disappear as well. I'm going to do this. It is kind of early to dip out for Friday night, pre-midnight, but you can call me a lightweight. Call me a lightweight. I did have fun tonight. I want to thank everyone who's been on and gone and all those sorts of things. It was a fun night. But I am going to go sleepy burbos. You're going to eat the cherry? Eat the cherry, Safa says. Yeah, you know what it is, bro. Oh my God. Cherry's had flavour of all the things that have been fucking. Yep. Next live stream Tuesday. Thanks, Greg. You have a good one too, man. Yum. Those cherries are fucking yum. Yum. All right. Thank you, everyone, for being on board tonight. A really good time. But I'm going to bed, so I'll see you another time. Bye for now.
You are totally fucked!